Okay, so I guess this is where I have to be G-related.
No,
I hope
no.
not.
Just you
Ever stopped you,
for
ever.
professional
I
and
guess
job-related inquiries. Do not post contemporary views.
This is where I gotta be that G-rated shit.
Someone tried to have sex with a rhino in a hot tub at one point. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have G-rated on this stream.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
We don't know what Imedrin did in that hot tub.
That is true. What did Imedrin do in that hot tub? What was he doing there?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Yeah. Because Summer muted her mic.
If only we knew someone who had insight into Imedrin's mind.
I don't think Imedrin has insight into his mind.
What were you doing in the hot tub? Having sex with a rhino.
He never did that. That's slander.
I thought it was
Hearsay.
mudslinging.
He was just lost and confused.
Yeah, with teeth that speak to him.
We didn't ask why he did it.
That is true, but then again, it is Imedrin, so we need to ask more questions. What a wonderful place we've just ended up in. As I've opened up my map and I've seen this for the first time.
It's not good.
Yeah, and
I went ahead and removed some of the cave walls just so everybody kind of has a little bit better line of sight to everything that's going on.
I don't know.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think I only saw what was going on with Yastrev and Bantu. Today, I thought things were completely different. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, you were down in the lift room taking care of all the goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears that have been occupying you in there.
Yeah, and you know what?
It didn't have to be this way, you guys. It didn't have to be this way.
You guys were
I
one
feel like we
goblin
had a
warrior
plan.
away from being stealthy on this mission.
We
I think we had a really good plan, and then we got really distracted with, "Hey, what's this?" And then that's just what happened. And I think that was great.
Who do
We
we?
got really distracted. I just really feel like the first lemming off the cliff bears a lot of responsibility.
Wait, who do we blame though? That's the important
Crow.
part. Crow! How could you?
Look. We shouldn't blame anyone. We should blame no one.
We blame Shikari.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't stop you guys, but yeah.
Who has the highest intelligence in
You're
this?
the responsible one.
Yeah, you have the highest intelligence.
I don't remember what happened.
I followed my entire party up the cliff, but to get to the top, I didn't almost shove you guys off the side of the mountain.
Instead of going in through the front entrance of the cave, the party spotted what looked like a well-used goat path up the side with a few openings up above. And everybody chose to funnel their way up that narrow pathway, pushing past one another as fast as they possibly could on their route up through and into this goblin's nest.
That is an accurate description of what happened.
A number of hobgoblin warriors were taken out inside, and I believe you guys were literally one roll away from this whole thing just being a stealth mission. But because that hobgoblin survived, he started to call and shout out for help and assistance.
Sorry, guys.
And everything ended up awesome, obviously. There have been
More
cave-ins in sections of the cave. There have been a number, I've lost count of the number of goblins and hobgoblins that have been kicked off of that 40-foot pit that's in the middle of the room. There's a whole platoon of goblins that were just rearmed by kicking a hobgoblin commander down that pit with them. And then they funneled out through the front entrance. And there's a number of hobgoblins that were at the back of the cave that were holding their fire as bugbears were throwing nets onto people, trying to lure them back, going people fishing. Briarios took a litany of arrows into her person, and because of the poison, found herself very uncomfortably close to death's door.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Shikari, once again, saved Briarios' life. I believe
The things you'll do for an ex.
Right?
I know, right?
I believe it was Seneca that took out the lift from the lower floor so that the goblins wouldn't be able to get back up.
With a sick dagger throw.
Oh, yeah, that dagger. Woo.
And with a couple of bits of web of flame providing some light for some of the people at the back, and Yastrev having dropped his torch nearby, I think? Or is he still holding his torch? I forget.
Can I have it in my teeth like Sora?
Why not?
Then I'm holding it.
Is it between them
With
cheeks?
Yastrev and Bantu engaging with one of these bugbears, surrounded by a flanking of hobgoblin warriors at the rear of this cave space, where a shaman goblin has spelled some sort of a brown viscous fluid onto the floor in this area, where a number of the prisoners from the town had been spotted, along with their muffled screams emanating from background this direction. But you also spotted at least a couple of guards amongst their numbers. When a few giant spiders.
So that means that there's definitely none that were in room number 4, right? There definitely were 0 in there.
As the giant spiders descended down upon Yastrev and Bantu, I think we can just jump right back into things.
Spider time.
So with the giant spiders, let me get to this. Giant spider. Can I have Yastrev and Bantu both roll me a dexterity saving throw, as each of these giant spiders is shooting a web at each of you?
Of course.
DC is 13.
I guess I should pull up a character sheet.
That might be helpful, Nick.
Yastrev, you dodge out of the way of the web?
It's helpful. There's a spider. Watch out. I haven't done this voice in a month.
14.
Bantu, it's close, but you narrowly avoid that globule of web being shot your way. As these two spiders
It's close.
drop
Nice
down into the fray.
Oh shit.
That's a big fucking spider.
As the bugbear that the pair of you were just swinging at is going to steady himself, standing up. He sort of steadies himself. And
I would like to use our previous conversation about fucking the rules and just saying I do whatever I want. I would like to use a 3.5 rule from forever ago and hit somebody who's standing up. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, provoke on stand-up, yeah.
Wonderful. Pathfinder tactics, why not? But this bugbear is just going to swing his fist just the once at Bantu. But that's going to be a 23 to clock Bantu.
Well, let me familiarize myself with how many spell slots I have left. Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I have 2 temp HP, so that puts me down 5.
Dun, dun, dun. That is not all. Okay. And he is going to just steady himself there in front of the pair of you. And Yastrev and Bantu, do either of you speak Goblin?
No.
Nope. I speak Orc.
As something is heard just above the sound of that crashing water and the combat nearby, a voice echoing from background this cave, somewhere behind Bantu and Yastrev, in Goblin. And the bugbear in front of you seems to catch it. And he looks like he keeps looking in that direction, like he's ready to run that way. Lens, are there any here? Let's see. No. Those guys are all dead. Okay, cool.
Yay!
Briarios!
Hi. All right. I
Would
wrote
you
this
like
down
to?
from a month ago. I have temporary hit points to give out. Jakari, do you have any temporary hit points at the moment?
Not think. Oh no, I do. I have 7.
EO, are you on temporary hit points?
I have 0 temporary hit points.
All right. You get 11 temporary hit points, my friend.
Oh.
The blessing of the muscle mommy.
And as she pulls out, she has her 2 weapons. She has a light hammer in one hand and a hand axe in the other. This green leaf comes off of her circlet tattoo and floats off to the back of the neck of EO as a net of greenish vines cover his torso to provide temporary hit points. And then she is going to start moving into the fray. And I just looked this up so that way I made sure I did it right. Let's see here. See that? Oh, that's right. It's isometric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 25. 30. Oh, shit. 25, 30, 35.
Please tell me you're
40.
counting how many hit points you have.
Be sure to walk around the pillars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's right.
I just hear grunts.
No, I'm counting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I think I'm just outside of the range of the spider.
Yes, you're 10 feet away. He's in that, starts in that square over there. I'll draw a little square around him.
Yeah. It's 10 feet away. Okay, cool. I'm gonna throw one of my hand axes at it. Sorry, no, javelin. I'll throw. Oh, I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna throw 2 javelins at it. From downtown. Let's see here. Oh no, purple squares. All right, that is a 21 to hit.
Going for the spider?
Yeah, it'll be spider left.
It's a 21. I believe that's going to hit. Yeah.
All right. 4, 9 points of piercing damage. Second javelin. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right. For 8 points of piercing damage.
8 more damage.
Yeah. And so she'll pull out yeah, that's it for her turn.
Cool. Civica Stonebender!
Alrighty. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna spend her turn moving.
Makes sense.
Yeah. She'll squeeze past Rian and her hostage. In fact, she's gonna use her action to dash.
Cool.
To like up here. I hope I don't catch on fire from that web. That'd be unfortunate.
You're so small. You're good.
You're good. Hasn't spread far enough to catch you just yet.
Oh God, I'm next to a firewood too. Ah!
Just throw hands at those flames. Just throw hands. Go back down.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Down. That's a range of 5 feet. That's a terrible reach. Okay. Let's instead go 5, 10, 15. Move out to there, and this little goblin shaman-looking dude is going to swirl around this staff with what looks like a spider just mounted at the top of it, carved into this staff work, as he slings the staff in Yastrev's direction.
I'll catch the staff.
A 19, as this burst of energy releases from the tip of it, this purple swirl arcs out through the spider harmlessly, but seems to just pierce into Yastrev with a 19 to hit.
I believe I still have a inspiration from Bantu.
I believe so.
I'd like to. Is that a D6 or a D8? I can throw on my AC since he's the offensive bard. Or is that just a normal thing? Nick.
Sorry, I took my headphones off to talk to Amanda for a second. What's up?
You're fine. What's your bardic inspiration dice?
D6, and you can add it using your reaction to your AC.
All right, so my AC will jump up to a 22.
You avoid taking 13 psychic damage as this lash surges through your space, and the goblin lets out another curse in Goblin, unfortunately, so you guys don't understand it. And he retreats back
Language we can all understand. Fuck you!
as 2 warriors are going to shoot at Yastrev, and 2 of the warriors are going to shoot at Bantu. Back of the room. Yastrev, that's a 9 on the first arrow, a 10 on the second. Bantu, that's a 21 on the first arrow.
No, you were supposed to do like 9s and 10s, Ryan.
An 8 on the second.
Okay, the 20 whatever hits.
That's going to be 13 damage, 5 piercing and 8 poison. And they going to fall back a little bit. Next up is Shikari.
Okay. Did I see that little goblin creature come out of the corner from over here? He's over here, right?
No, he was up by the brown spot there.
Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
I go. Oh, the fire here and the spider web, right? So I'd have to go to this. If I were to go that direction.
Feel free to move through any of those spaces.
I'm gonna
If it helps, you can just count squares for 5 feet.
That's 30 right there.
I'm using my ruler.
But the ruler doesn't work on this map.
It doesn't work on isometrics.
It's an isometric map.
If you're looking for 30, that's 30 right there.
25, you got 5 more feet if you want it.
Just, I mean, for the record, the ruler did say that was 30 feet for the movement I was planning on doing. So I don't know if it doesn't work only sometimes or.
Well, you got 5 more feet, is what I'm saying, because you only moved through 5 squares.
Okay.
Oh, you gave him the quarter. Got it.
Oh, I went around whatever this is. I assumed it was something like that.
You got 5 more feet.
Fine, I'll move 5 feet closer because.
Thank you.
God damn it. Alright, and I'm going to. Do I have line of sight to this spider here?
You sure do.
I'm
That's a
gonna
giant spider.
crossbow it in the eye. A 15?
15's gonna hit. Spider!
Great, 3 damage.
3 damage. It's looking rough. Anything else you'd like to do? Cool.
Get a nice
Think there's any more of these guys left. Nope. 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 Okay. Officially removing them from the initiative count.
Woo!
Brienne!
Oh, you're there.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Who was there?
Yeah. Can she lean into this hobgoblin? Because I do not remember where he said the hostages are, and she's going to ask, yeah, where the hostage? Where they be at?
At the back of the room. Or back of the caves, rather, not a room.
Yeah.
Buy the coins for the Weaver. And he's, of course, saying this in Goblin. With
By
the
the
most
what?
finest of Cockney accent.
By the Weaver.
Of course, yeah. By the Weaver.
Or,
The
sorry,
altar!
buy the coins for the Weaver.
Who is that?
God, I don't know. Fuck. Okay. You know what? I'm going to push my hostage 30 feet.
Following you.
That's something that is my torch. 2. So right here. Right here.
25 gets you there.
Yes.
And he's going to be pointing all along the way up towards that corner where that gross, foul-smelling brown fluid seems to be occupying.
Are they alive?
The ones that we were brought.
So they're behind this smelling liquid.
What smell?
Oh.
Oh no. Well, that's great. I end my turn. Well, no, actually, no. I refuse to. I need to help. I need to
What
help.
would you like to do?
If you get within 10 feet of me, I can give you temporary hit points.
That's 41. I am going to... $80 feet. Yeah, I'm going to hit the only thing I can really see, and hopefully I'll be able to hit it, is this Gabu right here.
All right.
Babu Gabu?
The shirtless bugbear.
Oh.
13.
He's just bathing the waterfall. 13's gonna hit.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, 13. So that means...
Well, yeah, shirtless.
Ba-bam.
He's a maniac. Maniac.
That's a 7, but on each of your terms, within 30 feet, never mind. Sap Spear, Trident.
That's 7 damage dealt. He is looking rough.
Hell yeah. All right,
Do
now
you
I
have
am my
weapon
turn.
mastery for the light crossbow, or is it just
I
for
do
your
not believe
trident?
I do. I think it's just for my trident.
I think you should have like 2 or 3 at your level.
Let me see what I have, because I have Vex, but... that's
Yeah,
only
it's
for
tied to
me.
a specific weapon, which you can change at a long rest, I think, as a fighter.
Yeah,
Make sure you got them all, because they're cool.
I hope so.
Never
All
know.
right.
Yo, Bendra.
All right, so looking at the map, I notice one thing in particular, which is that I can't see Crow, which I assume means she's dead.
I can see part of you, but I don't know if my token is like there all the way. Like I feel like I'm in the darkness because my token's like transparent, and I don't know if that was just a me thing or if that's because no one can see it. But I can see you.
Oh, okay, there you are.
Okay,
But you are in fact hiding. Good.
very hidden.
And Ryan, these webs, are they like on the floor and blocking movement?
No, those ones are not impeding anybody anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm going to step
I
out.
lost track of which ones were flavor webs, so they're not. They're all flavor webs now.
I think the big ones were the ones that were really trying to capture us.
I think the two that are on fire, but because they're on fire, I'm
Yeah.
going to say they've been dealt with after this round. So
Webby con
You're
carne.
welcome.
I think because it's on fire, there's not light in the room.
Yostrev has light.
And,
And I think
but
that's
when
why
Rian
goes
has
out.
light
on
as well.
fire.
And Rien has light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted them to
Gotta
be on
torch
fire
him.
because I didn't want them to be webs.
No longer.
Okay, so vision-wise, I mean, I can see on the map, but like line of sight, are the big spiders and/or the archers in the back?
There's a pillar here and a pillar here impeding your line of sight directly. Okay. But if you can make it up to, say, here, you've got line of sight.
What about this guy?
That's the prisoner Rien is leading to the back.
Is it clear he's a prisoner?
Yes.
He's pointing and Rien is shoving him that direction. And like she's not burning him with like actively not burning him with the torch that she's holding.
You saw you saw Rien
and they both
march him up the stairs.
And they're going
And
back and
also
forth in Goblin.
He's got a trident in his back.
Make it so I don't have a good reason to shoot him in the back.
Oh no.
Rian's got a trident there.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up to here where I have a better shot. And you said there was a shaman guy in here somewhere.
Back behind that way.
Okay.
He's around the corner.
All right. In that case, I will just shoot the giant spider that was already, what was it, set on fire by something or shattered or?
Not yet. The left spider has been hit a couple of times.
Javelins.
The right spider has been unaffected.
Okay, but I'll shoot the left spider.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a great roll. How about a 15?
15 hits.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah.
That is going to be 8 points of damage, and it's force damage.
That drops that.
Oh, that's a big X. Wait.
It curls up as it falls.
Oh, it shrieks. What?
Well, I mean,
its legs like curl in.
Its legs curl in. I love it.
Oh gosh, they changed the right click menu again.
I hate it when they do that.
Roll 20, stop it.
It worked before. Stop.
Okay. We don't need this purple space then. Cool. Spider dead.
Alrighty. In that case, he is going to hide behind the pillar, and he's going to holler back at Crow. Mistress, stay hidden. It's not safe yet. And that's Eo's turn.
Cool. Crow, do you choose to heed this advice?
Well, you see, I did have plans, but since he specifically told me to stay hidden, I will heed his warning, and I will cast Arcane Vigor, which will allow me to roll 2 hit point, two hit point dice.
Oh,
Yeah, don't you have like 4 arrows sticking out of you right now?
I've had better days. Oh,
been doing work.
I'm gonna roll 2. What are they?
You should be able to just roll your hit
D6s.
dice.
And those dice are then expended using a higher level spell slot?
Yeah. So, well, I can, but like, I can do it at a higher level, but I'm doing it at second level, so I can do 2 of them.
Awesome.
So I will use 2 of my dice. Let's see. What do I click? Short rest.
Yeah,
We'll do
short
2
rest
of
and then roll it.
them.
It's a wizard self heal. That's
Oh,
Sorcerers, woo!
sorcerer, even better.
13.
Even better.
And then
Wizards
I get
don't
to
heal.
add a spell casting modifier. So 10. So I rolled a 6 and a 1. So 16. No, 17. I can do math. 17. Look at me go.
Whoa, that's cool.
Uh,
Where
you
are
rolled a
you, by
6
the
and
way?
a 1. How did you get to 17?
Her
Because I get to add my spell casting modifier.
charisma is a +5 right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she gets to add it to each of the die or once?
Just
Oh,
once.
maybe once.
Just
Is
once.
it just once?
Yeah.
Okay, then
So
minus
12.
5.
So 12.
Guys, if I can swing it, I'll cheat it. Okay.
Don't you work with numbers, Amanda?
We'll have Charles work on you with your word problems.
Ouch.
He's
That's
great
brutal.
at it. It's totally fine. Zero offense there. He's a genius. And then yeah, I think that's I can't do another spell.
Would you like to move up a little closer to like the spot that Dio was in cover?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Before?
I'll kind of dash across the way and get up here.
Cool.
Kind of get a slow glimpse as I run across. Yeah,
You're not. Sorry, I'm just now seeing the icon on your token. You're not invisible still, were you? Are you?
No, she cast a harmful spell the
there's no way she's
round
still
after
Okay.
EO.
Okay.
Cast invisibility on her.
Cool. I just
I
noticed
was
she
like,
had.
oh, am I?
Oh, that's a
The
good
little
question,
ninja
Ryan.
guy
I've
still.
got some rock things on me. What is that?
You're dead.
Oh!
Are you
no.
Super Saiyan right now?
Oh, wait.
Super
Was
Saiyan?
I frightened of the captain for something, and then he was out of my line of sight, and no, it doesn't matter anymore?
I
I don't know
have
what the
no
rock
idea
is.
what that breaking thing is
I don't know.
signifying.
No
I
idea.
don't know.
All
I'm
right.
guessing the other one is your rage.
Yeah. Muscles is rage for sure.
Cool.
All right, we'll figure it out later.
Right. Crow. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do. Yep, no, that's it. We're good. We're happy here. This is good. I saved myself.
All right. Yastrev and Bantu, you both see an older guy get shoved forward this direction as one of the captain hobgoblins steps up behind him, draws his longbow, takes aim at Yastrev, and fires. I think you still have your crazy high AC too, because I think it's
No,
still...
that's only for the attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. That's an 8 and a 7 to hit
Just wait
Yastrev.
until I walk up. He's going to crit me.
Ting, ting. Block it with my bracers.
I can just roll very poorly against Jeremy today, apparently.
Hey, life's good sometimes, brother. Life's good.
Hey,
Because
You're
he's
right.
a big damn hero.
baby on the way, you can't kill the dead.
That's gonna be their turn. Yastrev. Well, speak of the devil.
Since me and Bantu share initiative, can he go first?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Bantu, what do you want to do?
Way of God.
I gotta find my voice. Bantu gonna step forward, and then I would like to negotiate the terms of my thunder
wave spell.
Cause see, if it originates from this corner, I can hit
You can hit-
up.
It's a 15-foot cube,
It's
right?
a 15-foot cube, right?
Yeah.
You can hit
So I
3
think
guys and a spider.
Yeah.
Damn isometric bullshit.
You can hit these 3 hobgoblins and the spider.
Well,
But it costs
let's
them
do
to
that. They all
And-
need to make Constitution saving throws, and I'm casting it as a second level spell.
This is Thunder Wave, not Shatter. Okay.
Thunderwave, not Shatter. Learn me
All
the
right.
lesson.
Con saves. Let's do it. Starting with the spider. That's
Yeah,
a
I see what you were
natural
going
one.
for, mate.
Spider. Hobgoblin. 1. It's a 2.
Nice.
That's a 19. That's a 9. So one of the hobgoblins is going to save. The other
Okay.
3 are all going to get hit by this.
So the 3 that failed are taking 13 thunder damage, and they are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh, into the wall.
On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only. In addition, unsecured objects that are entirely within the cube are pushed 10 feet away from you, and a thunderous boom is audible within 300 feet.
Everyone's eardrums is just ruptured.
That's the first of your problems.
And Bontu's gonna shout something in Orcish about his enemies fleeing before his wrath, as that's like shattering the boom's shattering sound.
Half damage is 6.
Yeah.
Cool. You were going to blast that spider back as the hobgoblins behind it that were affected by the spell are attempting to steady themselves back up as the spider just squishes the 2 of them into the wall. 2 hobgoblins down, and the spider is looking bloody. And the hobgoblin's looking bloody. Anything else you'd like to do?
Potentially. Lucas,
Would you?
Yes?
how far can I jump with a running long jump if my strength is 18?
Hold on. I have your jump stats. Hold on. Running long jump? Oh, 18 feet.
Could I clear this juice? Oh yeah, 18 feet.
Yeah, 3 squares.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
fuck.
each counts for your
May-
movement, right? So you would have to
May I
bonus
interject
action
real
do
quick?
your adrenaline rush thing if you got it, and then you could clear it.
What's up? Yas.
Ryan, can we take simultaneous turns? Can I be hitting this hobgoblin while he's casting the thunder? And so
Yes.
maybe I put this thing down so he doesn't get hit by attacks of opportunity.
I love
You mean
this
this
idea.
bugbear? Absolutely.
Oh,
Swing
the
away.
Bash Brothers.
Tandem team, let's go!
I will spend the superiority dice for a fainting attack for advantage.
I love bot. I love
Win with
Yas.
advantage.
16.
Yeah, that's going to hit the shirtless bugbear.
Poor guy. He's just taking a bath.
Jeremy, how do you want to do this to the bugbear?
That makes
Um,
this way easier.
Is this a pool of water right next to me?
It sure is.
I'm just going to pierce him through and then move him sideways and toss him in the pool of water as he falls off my halberd blade.
He just splooshes in. Clearing Bontu's path. Actually, even for a split second there, providing you with a stepping stone over that water.
Oh yeah. Bantu is going to use Adrenaline Rush. Get 2 temp HPs. And then, so, let's see. Oh, I have a hard time seeing how far that was.
40 feet of movement, or 40 feet is the square in front of the hobgoblin captain.
Oh, okay, perfect. I have that with
With the bonus, yeah.
With the bonus. Okay, so run to here, running long jump to here, and I want to stand over this guy so that Yastrev could just follow me.
Cool.
Cool stuff.
And Bantu, since you've got dark vision, you can see a number of commoners back here in this space that look to be tied up and bound and gagged, and they are all just like, all of them like peeking up with anticipation seeing you make that leap. And the hobgoblin captain was obviously not expecting that because he's still got a longbow in hand. But you see that spellcasting shaman, another one of those shirtless bugbears at the back. And at the kind of like for the briefest of moments, you can make out something that looks like that in the back corner of the room somewhere. I don't know. You're going to have to worry about that later, I guess. But you make that jump.
Yes, I'm gonna need help in here.
Yastrev.
That's the end of Bantu's turn.
Alright, Yastrev will spend 5, 10. Movement, since I killed the creature with my attack, I get the attack from my great weapon master, I believe, the feat.
Your bonus action attack, yeah.
Yes. And then we're going to pretty much and just try to put this spider down. And we're gonna make it the straight roll because I believe that's a 19 on the die for 25.
Yeah, 25 is going to hit that spider.
That's spoiler.
Oh, that means you can
Spoiler's
cleave into the
taking out
hobgoblin.
fleshing. But he's still up.
And then
Spider sounds.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to this spot.
Jeremy, you
and
can
then-
cleave into that hobgoblin, my bud.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Oh, yeah. Roll
Just
damage.
weapon damage, I believe.
yeah, it's just the weapon, so it'll be 8 into the hobgoblin next to him.
Were you cleaving left or cleaving right?
He had
I'll
reach
let
on the
you
left.
The one that
decide.
was already wounded or the one that hasn't been hit yet?
And the one that was already wounded then.
All right. That drops that hobgoblin.
Nice, yes.
And then I have done all my economy. I am done.
Cool. The giant spider is going to move 5, 10. It gets 10 feet closer before there's a whistle from back at this cavern here. And then the spider starts to draw back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then it starts climbing the wall over here.
What?
That's not a good sign.
So, let's just scuttle this guy around there. And then round up into there. And then going up.
I don't like that.
That who is nearby? Shikari,
No.
Brienne, and anybody else that speaks Goblin. I need you to roll me a perception check.
Okay,
Please.
do that.
I believe.
That's Rienne, right? Rienne speaks Goblin?
And Shikari.
24.
Whoa!
The world's greatest
Double
librarian right there.
24s.
My lord. You're both
So-
wonderful.
As this call is made to the spider, the two of you hear these sort of whispered goblinoid voices back and forth of what sounds of the obviously distinct bugbear variety to their goblinoid, as they seem to be calling back and forth that there's no way we can fight them. I don't think that we're going to get out of this. Our best chance is fleeing. No, you go and tell them that we're going to just be fleeing. I'm not going out there. You go. They are basically cowering at the back of this cave, trying to figure out how they're going to escape this with their lives. And you start hearing talks about the whispers that came back with the goblins that survived the attack on Westvale about you guys. And they are aware that it's you guys that are coming and just having raining hellfire down upon all these goblins, basically. And so they are cowering at the back.
I'm not using that yet.
Plotting their best means of escaping this alive. But
Brienne talking to her Gabo and describing where the hostages are.
Probably, yes.
So, in relation to where the voices of these goblins are coming from, is it from that area?
Opposite ends of the cave. And that's what they're doing. Goblins around.
We don't really get a chance to react, do we? Because we're in initiative order.
If you can remember to react on your turn, that will help me. As we enter round 8 since we entered this cave, so 6 seconds. Oh, goodness. Briarios.
All right, Bree is going to see if she can bolster Chikari any more than she already has. 11.
Any more temp hit points?
I increase you from 7 to 11.
All right, from 7 to 11.
Make sure that you save as many of those survivors as we can. I'm going to go take care of that spider. And Bree is going to bolt to the right and chase after that spider. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 in the room, Ryan.
Cool.
Do I see a bunch of stuff in here?
You can see about, let's see, 40 feet up that wall, the giant spider. I don't know where to put it, so you can see it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's 40 feet up.
Yeah. Bree is going to use a bonus.
And what is your passive perception, Bree?
My passive 15.
15.
I knew it ran over here. I just don't know what it did when it got in the room.
Because you also see a bugbear. Out, like he's hid behind a few rocks. He's dusted himself lightly in some of the cave dirt, and he is very well cloaked into the wall. But he moved whenever you stepped into the room, and that split second of movement triggered your primal instincts that there's something else in the room with you, and you spotted him.
Bree just turns her head. I'll handle you in a second. And she's going to recklessly attack and throw a hand axe at the spider.
Okay.
All right. So we'll hand axe the spider. Yeah. That is 21 to hit.
21's gonna hit.
All right. D6 plus 6. 10 points of slashing damage.
5 is no longer 40 feet up as it comes crashing down.
Wonderful. All
It goes
right.
flat.
It's flats all over the place.
Ugh.
It's gross.
So gross. All right. So that was my first attack. My second attack, I'm going to, well, as the spider falls down, I'm going to move 5 feet in over its space, grab my hand axe, and chuck a dagger at this bugbear that's hiding for my second attack. Still reckless. Out of the backs. That is a 23 to hit.
23 is gonna hit.
All right. D4 plus 6. Minimum damage. 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage.
And
At that moment, You hear something shuffle behind you as a javelin is already soaring out through the air, and those who speak Goblin hear somebody calling out, "No!" As that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
For 19 piercing damage, have to...
9. Ow. All right. Sorry, it wasn't a dagger. It was a light hammer. That's why. It's the same damage, though.
How dare!
I know. I've got like 12 weapons on my character sheet.
Too many tools.
Too many tools. Too many tools. All right. So with the light hammer, which I have a weapon mastery of, it gives me the nick property, which allows me to make an extra attack as a bonus action as part of the attack action instead of using my bonus action. So I hit the dude with the hammer. Welcome. I'm going to turn around and hit the dude that just threw a javelin at me with a hand axe as well. I'm going to throw my hand axe at him. And so I'm still reckless, so I'm still going to attack with advantage. I'm throwing weapons at everyone. Ooh, probably 13 on the dude to the south.
13 is going to miss as he ducks and hurls another javelin towards you. With a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
For 11 piercing, have to 5.
Okay. I'm still up. Now.
And he looks towards you and he stands back tall and with a more commanding voice this time speaks towards you, Makniagakas Yumada. Which those behind Briarios can hear saying, if my doom has come for me, then I will face it headlong.
That's good to know.
That's a good nickname.
That's good nickname.
That's a real good nickname.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my... Now, I have not used my bonus action yet, so I'm going to use my bonus action for speedy recovery. I'm going to give myself a D12 and use one of my hit die to recover hit points. I probably should do this out in the open here. D12. Roll. All right, 5 hit points back. As this green energy just like fills my body and my eyes glow a little bit brighter, and her wounds start to heal up a little bit.
Healing the wound of that javelin.
Yes. I don't know what you said. But you
said healing that wound of the javelin because it was 5 points exactly.
Yeah. And let me just get rid of that on my short rest thing here real quick. There we go. All right. And then let's see. I'm trying to remember how much movement I made. 50, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right. I think that's all my movement. That's all my actions. 3 is done.
All right.
Seneca, Stonebender.
Save us.
She's gonna try.
You got this.
Seneca, she's gonna take her full movement and follow where Bree went. So 5.
Yeah, Bree will say, "Oh, there's more bugbears over here."
30. Oh, I scrolled too far. Oh, I don't even know if Seneca can see this guy. I think there's a few things.
What are you whining about?
There's a few rocks in the way.
What about this one?
You've got line of sight to that guy.
Okay.
Now that the blood has sort of wetted his disguise, washing off some of the dust. Not as well concealed whenever there's either a dagger or a hammer or an axe sticking out of you.
But he's been injured?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's throwing daggers at this dude. Here's the first one.
With her
for 8 piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
And then what with Oh gosh, I keep forgetting. Nick is just a straight D20, right? It doesn't have my modifiers or anything.
No, I think it still gets your modifiers, but it's not on the damage.
Not on the damage, got it. There goes the second one for 22.
Oh, Nick is just when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. Oh, that's the mastery property.
Oh, okay. I guess I just do it as is then.
Cool.
For an additional 6 piercing.
Nice.
And then...
He's looking bloody.
And then I don't have any bonus actions, so that's it.
Right. The Hexer is going to... Bontu's made his way into here. He's going to step to there and speak a few words as this almost white energy seems to flash across this goblinoid's eyes as he swirls the staff around. And Bontu, you feel this energy filling the space around your eyes, and it gets brighter and brighter. And I need you to roll me a con save to avoid blindness.
Okay. 18. Go fuck
Take it,
yourself.
no problem. You rub your eyes and the white flashies go away. And you hear this goblin setting all sorts of curses out in Goblinoid. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet back to there. The warrior that's left is going to go... Huh. 10, 15 feet to behind Yastrev.
What?
He is going to try and strike into you, sir. Without the pack tactics of his allies. For a 14 to hit.
I like to think he comes up and stabs me, but doesn't pierce through my armor, and I just turn around and look at him.
It gets awkward. Shikari.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna say in Goblin to this Goblin, seems your friends don't particularly want to fight in that back room there. What are the odds they might just surrender?
We're all supposed to fight. We're all supposed to be in it to the end.
So no then.
Well, who said it? Which one?
Oh, I'm just listening from across the floor. Were there any identifying characteristics to any of the voices?
To the creatures you've never met? Probably not.
Did any of them use any of your names?
I don't think you heard the names.
Maybe he's got a lisp.
Yeah. Does one of them have a Georgie accent? A Geordie accent? No, okay, alright. I guess we don't know. And I'm going to... I guess distance doesn't really matter, but if this can be called something like 30 feet from here to here, I'm going to tell Yastrev, it sounds like they're giving up in there. The goblins on this side of the wall. But,
Other side is where you heard the voices.
Oh, they're over here?
The purple square is where you heard the voices coming from. That bugbear that you just stepped your token onto, that guy.
So, okay, the voices are on the right, and then the other hostages are on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, I'm not very afraid of the people over there, especially since Briarios is probably going to go in there.
Briarios is going in there and murdering all the people on the right.
I trust you. It'll be fine.
I don't know. She's at 10 hit points.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna follow her, I guess. One day, I'm just gonna let her die. Is that 30-ish feet over by Seneca?
5, 10, 15, 20 feet to Seneca.
Okay, so then probably here. Good.
Perfect.
Okay. What do I see Gabos?
You can see this bugbear with one of Bree's weapons sticking out of him, a dead spider. Bree's got one javelin sticking out of her, and she looks to be engaged with this bugbear at the back in a fight for their lives.
I'm gonna. I can see the bugbear, right?
Both of
She's
them.
not. Okay, the one that she's in a fight with, I'm gonna crossbow her.
Which one? The one without a shirt or the one Bree is staring?
It's gonna matter as well. The one that she was fighting with. You said Bree is in a fight with this
She's
bugbear.
fighting both of them currently.
Okay, then the back one.
Okay.
This back one.
A 12 will hit
Okay, cool.
because he's shirtless. Covered in his disguise.
Does he have
10
abs?
damage. He is on his last legs as that crossbow bolt pins him to the back wall. Anything else you'd like to do?
I want to know how many abs the bugbear has.
How many nipples do they have as well?
That was going to be my follow-up question.
It's weird. In this universe, bugbear don't have nipples. So bizarre. It's probably a result of the storm that's going around.
You know what? This is why you're a better dungeon master than me. Because I sat and thought about it when it was asked, and I shouldn't have.
But it created great memories, Jeremy.
Nightmares.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool.
Does the bugbear have a cloaca?
Oh my
You
god.
gonna ask him?
Is Aaron here?
It's like
What's
fucking
going on?
bingo. My buddy Aaron is not obsessed, but he always makes a cloaca joke every fucking time we
Oh,
hang
and
out.
Jeremy, you already talked about work, so that's another check.
Oh my god, we're playing Saturday Night Bingo on Sunday.
What is the rules around dragging hostages around? Can I move my full movement as I'm pushing him?
You can, because he is voluntarily moving, because I believe you intimidated the hell out of him, it's not costing you extra movement. 40 feet of movement could get you right in front of that brackish brown fluid that's all over the floor. Yastrev, right beside Yastrev.
Okay. Well, I would like to take an action, move 30 feet, go to here, and run through this, or jump over the liquid. Am I allowed to
Lucas,
jump?
do you have Rien's jumping stats? Since I guess you have those things.
All right, hold on. Rien. Oh, I didn't forget you. You're at the bottom. Oh, I got to get Summer. I had you crossed out on my list. Summer, I'm sorry. You have 16 feet on a long jump if you use 10 feet beforehand.
I think I did.
Okay, what's your plan for your prisoner?
Okay, so
Push him
that
in the goop.
30 feet, yeah, that 30 feet, I'm going to push him down, use pushing him down as momentum to soar across this space. So the guy is right around here. Does that make sense?
Are you going to pole vault with your trident?
No.
That'd be cool.
Ceilings.
All right. Rien
What do I
clears this.
see? Oh, wait.
I was going to say, Rien clears this gap and sees Bantu rubbing away some sort of a blindness spell, the chitterings of goblins cursing in the back, and this hobgoblin captain that's in the process of lowering his longbow and reaching for a few weapons. Did you
Cool.
bring your torch with you?
Yes, I did.
Do me a favor. Roll me an athletics check for that jump.
Uh-oh.
You're a hero. You got this.
Oh, thank God.
That's a 20.
A dirty 20.
You're fine. You'll live forever. Carry on. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's so dangerous. Carry on.
What does this room look like?
A fairly open cavern, like tucked into this back corner here. Like after this choke point, it opens up into what look to be almost two separate rooms. There's one commoner tied up in this back corner, one commoner tied up underneath Bantu in one of the guards' uniforms, and another bugbear that you can make out just around that corner due to his lumbering, unnaturally long-looking arms.
There's also some kind of spider fucker shaman in the back.
Not another spider fucker in 2 campaigns? More common than you think. Alright, no, I got nothing.
Spider fuckers.
It's the same world, though.
That is true.
Spiders
Are you related to Brodrin DeVargo?
I end my turn.
Eobendra!
Okay. EO is going to make his way forward. And so we now have a prone former prisoner. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. I'm shooting him in the head.
I love this party.
This will be a disadvantage.
Oh, and that was a natural 20.
Oh.
Ooh, no disadvantage.
No.
So, guess it's going to be
He really hates
2d10
hobgoblins.
plus 10. Ooh, and that was some
I
good
killed him.
damage. That was 26 points of damage to the head.
What does it look like, EO?
I'm going to say that EO's eyes get just a little dark and like some of that purplish black smoke starts kind of creeping around from their corners. And you just see he kind of like just throws his hand out at the guy as he's walking past him. His head just goes pop.
There's a bit of a redecorating of the cave space near the waterfall.
And I think I can get to about there on my movement.
Cool. Next up is Crow.
It's been kind of quiet back here, so I'm gonna look around the corner here. I think this is the only bad guy I see. So I will target that guy. And I will use Sorcerer's Burst. And we are going to do lightning damage, because that's been good for me. 25.
25's going to hit.
For 14 damage.
Lightning's going to continue to do good for you. That's going to just surge across the armor that this hobgoblin's wearing and just electrify him as he collapses behind Yastrev.
Okay, then I would like to well, I can't go as far as I want to, so hold on. We're gonna kind of hide in this nook over here, even though it's not really in my head. I'm up against the wall and I am hidden, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'd say that would give you line of sight to what's going on this side of the cavern. Like where Shikari, Seneca, and Bree are.
I can
Over
see
that way?
Shikari. I cannot see Bree. So I don't know if that's out of my dark vision.
Okay. So, yep, that's just line of sight with
Okay.
no light over there.
Yeah, I can't actually see. So
Okay. You have line of sight over
I
there.
hear things.
You sure
happening
do.
over there.
All the things are being heard.
Yeah. So this is good. That's my turn.
Right on. The hobgoblin captain is going to drop his bow and draw his sword and he's going to take one slice, one wide arc through Bantu and Rien. The first slice, Bantu with a 21 to hit.
I don't think I want to take this damage. I will use my reaction to Silvery Barbs.
Rerolling that. Down to a 20 to hit.
Fuck, that still hits.
Oh, Brian's getting hot. He's warming up.
Rien, advantage.
For 9 slashing and 1 poison.
Oh, that could have been worse.
And then Rien, the great sword, continuing to swing towards you with a 9 to hit. It just arcs wide and he stumbles almost. Due to the silvery barbs. And going to shout something out. And Rien, you hear him basically calling for reinforcements. Like, if you're going to stand in here, you might as well fight, you coward. Bantu.
Me hurt. Don't suppose we have health potions yet, do we? Nope.
I don't think we
We
got
never
it.
picked them up.
Somebody did.
Didn't we use them on the townsfolk?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think that's what that whole quest to the Twilight Dell was for the townsfolk.
No potions were made and distributed.
No, I don't think so.
No, they were.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
how
were.
Yeah. I don't have anything on my sheet.
I vaguely remember that Shikari was going to keep them, and then the alchemist was going to have some to help heal the people during the fight.
That's right. Battle medic.
I thought they had one. I do not.
But I take that to mean, Bantu, you don't have potions.
Not in my inventory, no. Bantu is going to...
Who's Chikari shooting at?
Because this guy is just unhurt. So I guess let's just try to fucking hurt him. Let's swing at him with scimitar.
All right.
16.
16 is going to miss as it scrapes off the front of his armor.
Fuck.
Just missing.
Kind of don't want to leave this guy beneath me without options, but I need to let Yastrev have a path through here, so
I will cut my path through him.
I'm going to kind of jump and plant off this rock and then land on the other side of this goblin.
Like an acrobatics or more of an athletics check, you think?
Definitely more in an athletic fashion.
Go ahead and give me a roll for it.
Just
Dirty
parkour.
20.
Provoking no attacks of opportunity.
Michael, parkour.
And that's going to be Bantu's turn.
Ooh. Yastrev.
Yastrev is going to jump over the puddle.
Going for the space in front of Rien?
Yes, and as he's jumping, he's going to use his first attack as the commander strike, and he's going to have Rien attack.
First,
And then-
I'm assuming you have the jump distance for this?
Well, jump distance is 8 feet for a standing long jump for Yas.
Yas,
No.
you want to roll me an athletics or an acrobatics check?
Athletics, if I could.
Let's do it.
14.
Easily clear this space. You're used to jumping about 8 feet, and so with that running start that you got, knowing that the hobgoblin behind you was taken care of, like you cleared that room. That space is secure for anybody else coming up. You're now all clear to fully reinforce Bantu, and you surge across this puddle of viscous fluid, right beside Rien.
And as I am mid there, I'm going to have Rien attack. And then as I land, I'm going to action surge and attack as well. So pretty much the two of us pierce him as once.
Everybody's attacking. I love it.
Everybody in the club
And
gets
Rien, you
stabs.
can make this attack with advantage because of the silvery barbs.
Ooh, Rien the hero.
And I will spend the superiority die to attack with advantage as well.
Oh my god. Obliterate that guy.
I crit.
Oh, is that a crit?
Yes.
Oh, oh my god. Do you get to add superiority damage, or is it only to get advantage?
I don't know.
Which one did you use? The fainting, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Jeremy, you also got a nat 20? I just realized my mic was off. I got a nat 20.
Oh, you guys
got a
double
nat
crit
20.
this guy? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That commoner is so dead.
That commoner is so dead.
But 19. Is he dead?
19 damage?
You also
Yeah.
get the D8 on top of it. Rachel.
And Jeremy, how much damage?
I don't
Another
know.
8.
It should be 21, but I'm just double checking.
Let's go! Fuck this guy!
You use,
28.
You don't get bonus to the damage, Jeremy. You just get advantage on the attack.
Jeremy, did you say 28?
Yeah, I don't get the superiority die.
Mm-mm. You took advantage, so it just gives you advantage on the roll. You don't get to add that D8 to your damage.
Yeah, maneuver. You can expend one superiority dice to feint, targeting a creature. Your next attack roll against this turn has advantage.
Oh, the last sentence.
And if it
shit.
hits, you add.
Gotta read the
Why
last
did that
sentence.
get so good?
So
That's
I
so
dealt
cool.
28.
Damn.
The two of you come down hard on this hobgoblin captain and almost just skewer him entirely. He is on his last legs and like drops to one knee
Okay.
from the sheer force of this jump attack combo that's going off. He drops down and he's almost out of the fight.
Okay,
On
hold
his
on,
last
hold on, hold
legs.
on.
From full health.
I have psionic strike. Am I able to use psionic strike?
I believe so.
All right, 1d6, and that is a 4.
Rachel,
Yeah.
what does it look like? How do you want to do this?
Exactly how you described it, except
With psychic energy that then bursts through the tip of this trident and just explodes this hobgoblin's mind
yes.
for that last 4 damage.
He like goes down to one knee, and then you just see that little nosebleed, and then he falls over.
Wonderful. Well, Yastrev, anything else you would like to do?
Since I got an attack,
That shaman in
5,
back
10,
of
15,
cave.
20, 25, 30, 35. I can. Oh, wait. I get half my movement as a bonus for getting a kill. Come here, Torch.
Come here, Torch.
Well. We'll take an attack.
Brienne's torch.
Are you guys sharing a torch over there? Oh, you guys are sweet.
Then I will take my free normal attack
Wonderful.
for 12.
12 is just what you needed to hit this shirtless bugbear.
For 10
10
damage.
slash. Wonderful. Anything else?
That was a bonus action, so I am out of my economy. I'm good.
Wait, Yalstrep, wait. Before you
Yep.
go over and you hit the bugbear, do you want to do a high five?
Yes, I
'Cause that
do.
was some cool fucking shit. Okay, let's do it.
Oh,
I feel
gonna
it.
get it?
Oh, that's a 21. Oh, 19.
That's close.
We high-fived.
You
Yes!
missed the pinky.
We did it. Oh
This
my
is the
God.
first time we've ever been able to hit each other's AC.
Yastrev, since you're bringing a torch over there, you're going to illuminate this back room for those who've cleared this gap. Where are you? Yeah, there you are. And so the three of you can now see a glistening pile, like of heaps and mounds of coins back around and spilling off of this altar just behind that bugbear there. And he's going to reach into that pile and just frantically grab at any sort of loose, large piece of treasure that he can use as a blunt object. And he's going to nervously swing it up towards you, Yastrev, with a 22 to hit.
Oh my God.
22
Oh.
A candelabra is going to smack you across the mouth for 4 bludgeoning damage, Yastrev.
Is that all it took for you to hit me? Was a candelabra?
No,
I just need to not
one.
use weapons against you.
It's like Gaston, only stabs like Gaston.
Oh. That is going to be his turn. Actually, Bugbear.
I think there's a naked one near me.
And he is on the other side of the cave. Briarios, you see this bugbear that's got Shikari's crossbow bolt pinning him to the back wall, holds up his 10-foot arm, and he just speaks out in Goblin saying, Wait, I give up! And he just tosses the stone that he was about to throw. That's going to be his turn, and this bugbear that Bree is engaged with is going to swing his weapon.
Is he moving up close to me?
No, he's a bugbear.
Oh, that's right. He's got 10 foot of reach. Fuck.
That's going to be an 18 to hit on the first swing.
Just so you know, he does still have advantage, just in case you forgot.
Okay.
I reckless.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage, half the 6.
Okay.
Stop hitting my meat shield.
And with the second swing, you're not in Goblin. As he comes swinging down with his Morning Star, those in the back hear him saying, "You're not killing any more goblins!" For 9 bludgeoning.
What was the to hit?
Oh, sorry, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 9 bludgeoning, have the 4.
Fuck. 0. I'm unconscious.
Use the prayer.
Well, since you're unconscious, you don't need to make a roll to get grappled. He's just going to scoop you up, pull you in, and the bugbear is going to start scaling that wall.
Am I allowed to cry out, "Breathe"?
Absolutely.
Everyone should hear this.
Bugbear is going to start scaling this wall. Holding breeze.
1 hit point. That's all I needed.
Where's your dagger?
I'm putting him here. Climbing the wall. And he's... Bree, can I get a death save from you, please?
Yeah.
And can you whisper it to me?
I will whisper it to you.
Thank you, my friend.
But like, give us a hint.
Hey, Crystal,
Just say like, "Oh no" or "Oh yay" when you see the number.
Or just put like a smiley face or a frowny face in the chat.
It's
Let's
what?
just say it.
Is it plus con or is it just a straight roll?
It's just a straight roll,
All
I'm
right,
pretty
all
sure.
Is there anything that gives you bonuses to death saves?
Grave Cleric, I think. Maybe they got a thing for death saves.
Cynic Stonebender.
Okay.
There's no
Out
way a
of
warlock lets
curiosity-
that bugbear escape.
I hope not. I got a couple warlocks in my party. Please kill this bastard.
Okay. Okay. So Seneca, as she is now daggerless, however, still has the longbow that she took from one of the village guards.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
So she's gonna shoot at the bugbear that has. Oh, that might be bad. How high up is he?
30 feet
Do
up on
it.
the wall.
Do it.
She'll be fine.
He's already
longbow
dead.
away. 21
21's gonna
He's
hit.
not dead. Don't be like that.
Let's go.
for 11 piercing damage.
And piercing.
Well, but that's what I mean.
Sticks into the side of the bugbear. He recoils for a moment.
If Bree falls into the floor in the spider's embrace, she can't get more 0 HP.
But maintains his grapple on the wall. Anything else you'd like to do, Seneca?
That is all I can do.
Cool. We Goblin Xer, seeing Yastrev coming a lot closer this time round. He is going to try and send another burst of purple energy from his spider stick. That's a 12 to hit Yastrev is not going to do it. Weapons don't work against Yastrev.
Apparently.
Yeah, remember that. Just don't swing at me, because like it'll never work.
That's exactly what this goblin looks to be doing. He backs up into the corner, steps over this commoner, and raises up a rock and readies to just bludgeon the skull in. Hobgoblins. Let's see.
Such a
There's no
hobgoblin way to go out. I'm gonna
There, Shikari.
guy on the ground.
Is Bree from me at this point.
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet horizontally, 30 feet vertically.
I can't get within 15 feet because there's no way for me to go up. I'm going to crossbow it and hope it falls. The spider, not Bree.
You mean the bugbear?
Yeah, the bugbear, not the spider.
Bree!
It's all I can see.
If we kill you, we can heal you.
Right.
We'll bring
That
you
works,
back
that
better.
works.
We'll bring you back.
Hey, we'll kill
Wait.
you and bring you back. That's the solution to a lot of horror movies.
My head is harder than my heart, apparently.
Wait, how hard is it to bring things back in this game? I mean,
We don't
have,
know
like,
yet,
what?
Jeremy. We haven't found out.
We got like 3 turns
No.
until you come back on your own.
Maybe.
That's nice.
What did you get?
7.
Just shoots into the cave wall. Like, pressure's high right now. There's a lot going on. There's shouts from all across the cave. Who knows what's going on with the people that you lost line of sight to as they
I'm so
disappeared over the
devastated
puddle of
that
grease.
My first lover has just been taken by.
We just
a
broke
bugbear,
up
and
last
I can't
night.
aim. I know. I can't.
Knocked
aim, I'm
unconscious,
devastated.
and now he's getting King Konged.
Oh, God.
What a
So
terminology.
And I'm going to just kind of yell in the cavern, a bugbear's friends with Bree. It's got Bree and she's dead. She's dead.
Everyone hears these cries of panic. Brienne!
So, does Rienne see that bugbear threaten then that townsfolk?
The goblin at the back?
Yes, this one. Oh no, wait, not.
This
Oh,
guy.
she doesn't.
You can move.
Does Yostrev say anything?
I don't know if I can, but if like the goblin is holding the commoner hostage, Yastrev would put his halberd down. If I could. Or like
You're welcome to on your turn.
Okay.
But you're welcome to speak if she's engaging. I don't know. Hostage negotiations
You might
are
need
weird
to
in
move
D&D
to see it.
combat turn. So, Rianne, I'm going to say no, you don't see it just yet.
Well, you know what, Rienne has a buddy, so she'll follow her buddy. 19 feet gets her there. Doesn't like what the fuck is going on here. How big is that rock?
Like, It's definitely going to do some damage if it makes contact with your skull while it's on the cave floor. Considering commoners have 4 hit points, it looks like it can do at least a D4's worth of bludgeoning, plus whatever strength modifier that shaman's got.
Is it a commoner, or do we know this person?
That's one of the people missing from town.
Nah, that's what I'm asking. Like, maybe like cut me off in traffic or something?
Never mind, that's just Larry.
Hey, we assumed they were all dead, so any of them we get back as a bonus.
Technically true.
Would that rock be considered a loose object?
Regards to what?
Whether or not I can move it with my psionic power.
Now it's being held.
So no, yeah. Thought I'd ask.
Roll for analogy attack. Maybe he sneezes and drops it.
I mean, what kind of psychic power are you trying to use here? What's it look like?
Telekinesis. Telekinetic movement as a magic action. Choose one creature you can see within 30 feet.
I want you to tell me, as Rien comes around this corner and sees this in front of her, what's going through Rien's head that causes this to happen?
Panic. Like, she's yet again powerless. She knows that just her coming up has probably made the situation worse. She's smelling the salt air again, some blood all around, screaming. So she's not liking what she's seeing, and she's being reminded of her past and wanting nothing more than to move that fucking rock away from there. His hand. From the commoner.
Roll me a D20 and add... Do you have a spellcasting modifier? Whatever your psychic abilities use, is that int?
What is it?
You're imp based with the psychic stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds right. Use your intelligence. You're using your brain.
Brain
All right.
power.
No, I have I have inspiration. Can I give myself advantage on this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 18.
You watch as that goblin just launches his hand down rockless, and it just slaps into the side of the face of that commoner, not doing enough harm. And he looks very confused as that rock is now just like floating there in the air where he had it aloft a moment ago. Just frozen in that space.
I am a Jedi. All right, cool.
What would you like to do with that rock? What
I
happened?
want to throw it back. I want to throw it back at that goblin.
All right. Is it a bonus action to use this psychic ability or an action to use this psychic ability?
No, it looks like it is an action. Yeah, it's an action.
Okay. So I'll allow the grabbing of the rock for the first action. As you've maybe awakened something inside of yourself.
Oh.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I can action surge, but I don't think...
Saving
It's
a
the wrong
commoner
time.
is worth an action surge?
Yeah, you know what? It fucking is. Let's action surge this shit.
All right. Then launch that fucking rock. Roll me an attack roll. Add your intelligence modifier.
Okay, hold on.
Crit him. Crit him. Oh no.
6. 9. Plus my intelligence modifier.
Yeah. Plus your
9.
proficiency bonus.
Oh shit.
11.
11.
Just the stone smashes into the wall behind the goblin as he realizes that it's coming towards him. He has to dodge out of the way of it, but it was close.
Yeah. I'll take it. Well, That's all I can do. I'm sorry, guys.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Rachel.
You're doing something, Rachel. I'm dead.
You saved the commoner. You did everything.
Eo Bendra!
And I'm
That was-
totally sane for this.
So
You got it.
totally.
I could see a little bit of what was happening with Bree. Is the creature carrying her still within my line of sight?
Oh, you could see it. Yeah, I don't know.
How far is your dark vision?
Oh, let's see. My dark vision
There's no light source in that room.
Like 60 feet, right?
is 60 feet.
So it depends on how the curvature of the cave
So
is,
yes,
Ryan.
you do see them 30 feet up that wall.
Okay. Well, then let's see.
Do it. Kill him. Kill him. I don't care.
I think that's about where I can get to on one move. And yeah, I'm taking a shot at the bugbear.
All right. Fire away!
Another natural 20.
Wonderful.
Is that on Bree or the bugbear?
Yes.
You know, whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Look,
so
it's not cover if you go through the cover, right?
I know Eo and Bree have some history, so
that is
makes sense.
21 points of damage.
Ow.
Damn. 21 points of what kind of damage?
Force damage.
Force damage hits that bugbear. See here. He skirts down about 5 feet, but is able to maintain his grapple on the wall.
Wow. Okay.
Just kind of lumps Briario's over his shoulder and then continues focusing on his climb. Anything else you'd like to do, Eo?
Let's see. Is this an action or?
Are you concentrating on anything right now?
I was concentrating on invisibility, but since
drop the purple.
Pro decided to go attack mode right after I cast it.
Gotcha.
I actually am going to do something, and it says no action required.
Wonderful.
For the next minute, I have heavenly wings and a fly speed equal to my normal speed.
I want you to tell us what this looks like. What's going through Eo's mind as he activates this ability? I think for the first time?
Yeah.
This aspect of it, I'm activating for the first time. It's the same thing that gives me the necrotic shroud, where the sort of smoke envelops me and I become very scary. This time, the smoke starts to envelop me, and instead it just flies back like a pair of black wings. And the thing that's going through Eo's head is that he is going to kill every fucking one of these creatures that was in this cave because they nearly killed Crow.
As the aspect of Eo.
Not even mad.
A little bit.
But I've already moved, so that they have just come out, and because this creature didn't fall off the wall dead like it should have, I'm going to make sure it does next time.
I see. Wonderful, wonderful. Crow.
Okay, I want to see what the fuck is happening over here.
Crow's been around the corner this whole time.
Okay, is there... Okay. There's these gaps here, so I don't know if I can... I think I'd get to right here. Okay.
You're good. That's 25 feet of movement
God,
to
you
there.
can't see shit.
I can see you, actually. You're barely there, but I can see you.
That's a wall there, Amanda.
That's a chasm. I think it goes down, doesn't it?
No, I think
No,
that
that
goes
wall
up.
goes up. I just deleted the lines that were blocking lines.
You have to get next to
this is
Sinica
a
to see me.
wall. Wow, now this is ruining my plans.
Amanda, I know the map is flat, but come on.
Just because your
what if-
birthday is tomorrow doesn't mean you can see through walls.
Hold on. If I went...
You could go up
This
2
way?
squares and go like slightly to the right, like next to the rock up here. Like that might get you a better angle. Or
Yeah,
even,
can I go
over
here
here. Like
Sorry.
You can
And
move
would I
it up
be able
any
to-
one of those squares.
Okay, I'm gonna walk to around this boulder here,
Cool.
and would that allow me to see around this wall? To see Bree?
Yes.
Okay,
You have dark vision, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am going to use my bonus action to allow myself to have a 2nd level spell slot.
All right.
Then
Ooh.
I'm going to use Vortex Warp to bamf Bree from the hands of this bugbear over to this boulder right next to me.
Ooh, I love it.
Oh. Is that a save thingy and fail automatically if I'm unconscious thing?
I think so, yeah. You magic
like
into a
it.
space around another creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or you can choose to fail, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within range. I did the same thing
Yep.
with your daughter when she was unconscious, so it just seemed like the right thing to
It's a
do.
family tradition.
It's what you do.
It's what we
You're
do.
like a fairy.
But I save you, but I save you.
You're like a
That's
fairy
awesome.
godmother.
Just pluck you out of space and time and put you somewhere else. And that's my turn.
All right.
You can't do anything else, so hopefully you don't die.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay.
Such a cool spell.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second.
I just assumed it was my turn because the only person that moved before me was this guy that's dead at my feet right now.
I went to the wrong corridor, guys. You guys got riches
You
and
just
cool
gotta-
shit. I just
You
got
gotta
danced.
you gotta stick with Yas.
I think I do. You know what? Yas needs to stick with me. Quit going in front, Yas.
As there's some chittering voices around
Fuck.
the same way that you guys came in, as a couple of goblins start storming the entrance to this larger cavern. A number of the goblins that were unable to make their way back up the lift have made their way up the goat pass. And they...
Oh.
We are going to go to Bantu.
No, we should have skipped those
Oh,
guys.
That'd be terrible if all our takes were like dead or another room.
Yeah, that would suck, right?
Why do I feel like we've done this before?
We have, Ben. We have so many times.
Us
It's my
kill a bunch of
fault.
goblins,
It's all
get
my fault.
distracted, and a group of them pop up behind on the warlocks. Yeah.
It's okay because I put Bree behind the boulder, so even they won't be able to see her. So she'll survive, and all of us will.
In death, I want to fight people. Amanda.
Okay, Bantu's gonna jump back over the oil slick shit and see Bree right at his feet and is going to use a bonus action and cast Healing Word on Bree at 2nd level.
I hate that I make you do this.
12 healing to Bree as Bantu says, "Don't go quietly into the dark night." And then he's going to be facing the right direction to go, "Shit, reinforcements coming from the front!"
And Yastrev. Sorry? If there's
No,
anything
I
else?
still have action. Haven't used action.
Bonus action, that's right.
trying to think of how I could get spell slots back. I can't.
Bards don't get that, right? They don't have a way of recovering spell slots.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, I can on a. I think I can on short rest. I don't know.
I think when you get 5, you get Font of Magic, or where you get your Bardics on a short rest or something. You need levels of Sorcerer so you can start sacking spell slots for for spells.
Bantu going to drop. Oh no, I have a shield on. I can't use my longbow, right?
That's up to Ryan if he wants to forego the AC bonus to give you.
Well, I think it's an action to drop the shield.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh, that's right. There's no bucklers, right? You can't do the buckler
Let me double check,
swappy
because it's a new
attacky
edition.
thing.
It's okay. Me got cantrip that can hit this
Okay.
guy. Okay. So Bantu going to cast Starry Wisp on the goblin in front. Does a 12 hit?
The goblin in front. 12 is just gonna miss.
Damn it. Well, that's Bantu's turn.
All right, Yastrev.
Have I hit this guy or is he hit me? He hit me. I haven't hit him yet. Okay. Let's see if we can fix that. We're going to swing at him. Dirty 20.
I like the change in music the
20
second you
hits.
said. Let's fix that.
7.
7 slashing.
And then, bonus action, I'm going to second wind. More of a flex than a necessity.
All right.
And then when I do it, I'm just gonna like crack my neck, and you see me just power up a little more as I heal 10.
Nice.
Back up. Cool. And that's all I can really do. He's kind of barring my way, and I don't speak Goblin. I can give him a dirty look. Can I give him an intimidation look?
Sure. Which eyebrow do you raise?
Left.
It's an intimidating eyebrow. Enough.
At his candelabra. That's his weapon of choice. I'm going to look down.
In fact, you catch yourself looking at him, shooting this eyebrow up, and that candelabra, as he's going next, is coming swinging right up at you with a 16 to hit.
I'm not actually going to, but I'd like to catch it because that misses.
As you are engaged with this candelabra wielding bugbear at the back of this cavern. On the opposite side, you guys, those who have line of sight, see this stalker bugbear with these orangutan long arms just glide across this cave wall as he goes 10, 20, 30 feet and just lands right beside the other bugbear, pulls something out of one of his pouches and begins applying some sort of a healing salve, and he pulls out the crossbow bolt that's pinning that bugbear to the wall. And there's some sort of a flash of healing energy as that bugbear heals slightly. Bear is going to grab one of the daggers off of the belt at the side of the bugbear that's aiding him. And we go into round 9. Great!
Oh my god.
How you feeling?
Bree's been on a roller coaster today. Oh my god. She's gonna stand up, and that's half her movement. And then she's gonna look to Bontu and Crow. I don't know how I got to where I am right now, but what is going on?
I'm just gonna point to the goblins rushing into the room.
Reinforcements.
All right. I'll take care of the reinforcements. Crow.
Cop a health potion or something first.
I'll do what I can, Bontu.
You look like shit.
I feel like shit, Bontu. But
Get a health potion or go find Shikari. She's right over there.
Anybody smacks some sense into you, you would die because your health is so low.
if my heart wasn't so broken, then maybe I'd be able to fight better. Thank you, Chikari.
I don't know what that means. Throw some javelins, go get some healing, and stop being selfish.
I'll never forgive you if you die.
I wasn't the one that broke this up. All right, Bree, you know what? Bree's fucking angry. She's gonna go into a rage.
Bree goes into a rage.
She's got another one. She's gonna go into a rage. She gets 5 temporary hit points. And all right, there's 2 in that cave, and she points toward Chikari. We got 3 over there. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna stand guard in front of Crow. Bontu, you do what you're doing. You're doing wonderful. I love you. Crow, you do what you gotta do. I don't have much left, but I'm gonna throw what I have left in my arsenal. So Bree is gonna move up and start throwing some javelins. I think I got 2 left. She's gonna hit. I don't think I can hit the goblin on the north side of the square. I can hit the one in the next to the fire.
There's a stone pillar right there.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. You know what?
Hall that saved you guys before.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna come over to this side, and I'm gonna hit that goblin.
Go.
2 javelins. That's what I have left. All of my other thrown items are in the room to the right, so I can't throw those.
They're
anymore.
embedded in dead enemies.
and one climbing on the ceiling has a hand axe that I don't have anymore. All right, 17 plus. It's a 24 to hit with a javelin.
24 hits with that javelin.
I am raging, so it's a d6 plus 6. 9 points of piercing damage on
That's exactly what you needed to drop that warrior.
All right. I don't have any other movement. Can I see this other goblin? Right.
Yes.
All right, I'll do
Launch
one
that
more attack
second
on that guy. I literally just threw that across the room. Ew, 12.
12 is gonna miss. Goes wide.
I have no more thrown weapons. Bree readies her warhammer, she readies her husband's greatsword, and she's ready to go into combat and just start slashing into people.
Stonebender.
That's it for. Oh wait, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Go.
All right. I feel like I blacked out, like I was listening, but nothing actually processed in my head, so I don't know what happened.
Me too, Summer.
So, brief recap. The bugbear that had Briarios, after she got teleported out of his grip, he climbed down.
You could see him through that tunnel.
He pulled the crossbow bolt out from the bugbear that was pinned to the wall, applied a little bit of a healing salve. That bugbear grabbed a weapon. He grabbed the hand axe that was embedded inside of the stalker. And Bontu healed up Briarios, and Briarios shot up and started hurling javelins at these goblin reinforcements that started to make their way in through the goat trail after their elevator was cut off.
Okay. All right.
So you got 2 combatants to the right and a number
at the moment,
to the south.
EO, who has stood right beside you, has got these sort of spectral shadow wings and this look of pure hatred for every living enemy in this space.
Okay. Out of curiosity, since her daggers are currently embedded into a bugbear, would it take an action to pull one out and then theoretically use it against him? Or would that be like interacting with an object?
I would say no. If it's your dagger, I'm cool with you making the attack with your weapon.
There's probably
Okay,
like
so
20 on the right that I threw at people.
Yeah, she's getting up close and personal with these guys over here.
Right.
Oh, Seneca.
And she's gonna yank one of her daggers out of this bugbear, and then she's gonna slice him with it.
Roll that.
14.
14's gonna hit.
Yeah, for 6 piercing.
You're so good with those daggers.
That's going to drop that bugbear.
Hell yeah.
Even after the healing, damn, Seneca.
And then she is going to move forward, in fact, stand on his body, and then slice at the next one with her second attack. That 8's not going to hit, though.
Not with an 8.
But it looked cool.
As a bonus action, she's just going to go ahead and yank out her other dagger from the dead bugbear.
I love it.
And then that's Seneca.
So Seneca's got like 2 daggers out, just ready to go to town.
Yup.
Nice.
Facing off. I love all these standoffs that are happening throughout the game.
There's a lot going on right
It's so fucking cool.
Couple of goblin standoffs.
The goblin shaman that is at the back by Yastrev and Rien is going to, since the rock didn't work, he is going to step 5 feet to the side to get better line of sight to the psychic caster as he's going to hurl one of these hex spells your way. With a 13 to hit Rien.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, that doesn't. Oh, woo.
So that's going to miss as this purple lash of energy just whips on by you. He starts cursing in Goblin and panicking and doesn't know what he's going to do. He's just... he's going to come 5, 10 feet over here, sending a number of these coins just clattering all around on the ground in the floor space. And you guys can see that he looks to be up on top of this altar that is covered with all number of things, and he seems to be almost praying to this symbol that's on the wall.
That's not good.
Can't be good.
That's not
Great.
good.
The Hexer over by Yastrev and Rien.
Yeah. This bugbear is alive.
Yes. Crossbow!
Oh no, that's gonna miss.
Uh-oh. Anything else you'd like to do?
Stay here. Sending these back up, even though I'm not very much. But I'm here. I'm here.
Go. Rien.
Just one sec.
You're up, Zazzles.
Yo.
Okay, so Bree is up and moving about now. The bugbear that was climbing the wall is down there next to Seneca. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I'm back.
You're good.
Go for it, Rien.
Go, Rien! What would you like to do?
Oops, ollie oop. I would like to. Can I launch myself off of Yostra's back to get into here?
With
We
an
have practiced it.
athletics or acrobatics check, I'd say hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Acrobatics, go! 6.
Can I help?
Yes, roll it one more time.
Oh.
Please roll better than 6.
13.
Just
13's
crashes
gonna
into
make
the back of
As you're able to just, using Yashtrev as sort of like a step ladder, launch yourself around, above and around the bugbear in front that's engaged in front of him. To that
Hell
side.
Yeah. Yes. And
And you want to end your turn there?
no,
it good?
do I have an action?
Yes, you do. But you busted a pretty sweet stunt, you know. That was cool.
Yeah, oh, it certainly was. I would like to attack this fucker with a 19.
Which fucker? The shirtless fucker or the shaman fucker?
The shaman fucker.
You got it.
That sounds different than what we need.
That's how Spider Fucker happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a what to hit?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. That was a 19. 19 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay, so that means... $11.
11 points of damage.
And I would like to add some psionic power to that.
All right.
Add another 6.
Starts bleeding out of his ear. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. She is going to scream, "You do not hurt the innocent!" As she's thrusting it into his chest.
Surge of lightning releases from the tip of your trident as this psychic energy does some damage to this goblin shaman. It causes the cries and prayers just whatever calls he was making before towards this idol to just stop as he's turning back around to face off with you. And sorry, 1 second, because he's going. Where did my page go? Stand by. Looking back towards you, Yastrev, you hear the shaman speaking towards Rien. Rien, since you speak Goblin, you hear him telling you that the Weaver will spare us. She will watch over us and make sure that fate's weavings are in our favor. You will fall. You will all fall, and goblins will rise. And with that, Eobendra is up.
The goblins worship us.
How much headspace do I have here to fly around?
That room has a 40-foot clearance.
Okay. Then I'm basically just going to fly up in the air about 20 feet and fly over in front of Crow. Like, well above her, but
right
in
the
front
square
of her.
in front of. If you had to be stacked on top of an invisible tower on a table.
Exactly. And I assume I can see either this guy or one of these guys.
From that vantage point, I'll say yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to fire off at them.
All right.
Man,
going
rolling
front
the
to rear?
rocks. Yeah, front to rear. So that was not a natural 20, but was a natural 19.
EO's in kill mode.
Yeah, so that was a 26.
Yes.
It's
For 13 points of damage.
kills that goblin.
And basically, it's not actually a thing I can do, but we're going to pretend that, he's just emanating this radiant aura of fear.
Wafting
Believe
a
it.
cloud off of him.
Yep. As his smoke wings are, lifting him aloft. But that's what I got.
Good. Crow.
Okay, I'm not nearly as cool as EO, but I will target this guy. And feeling much more confident with EO protecting me, I will cast Chaos Bolt on him. Well, I forgot I get advantage on those because the last game I did the innate sorcery thing. So I have advantage on my rolls.
There is a pillar blocking your line of sight to those goblins right here.
Well,
You're
either
gonna
way,
have
I
to
can't
move.
hit them.
He's
I
40
will.
feet up in the air,
You know
so
what?
he's got a little bit of a better line of sight.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? Okay, I'll sidestep to here. Does that help me see one of them? Sorry, I don't remember where the pillars are.
That one right there. Move that web.
Okay, so I can see one of them. I don't think I hit with the 12 anyways, but I will sidestep and attempt to hit them.
All right.
And then if it hits, I'll do damage, and if not, she's going to go back behind her pillar where she was happy.
You hear it deflect somewhere off and bounce into the stone walls.
You know what? She, as much as she loves EO, she's also going to kind of crouch behind this rock right here. That's just.
He's fine. He'll be fine. Cool. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Moving up in the ranks, another one of these hobgoblin captains, the same one Briarios kicked down below, in fact, rounds that corner, Bree, and steadies his longbow and takes a shot at you. Rolling a natural 1 on the first shot, followed by a 23 to hit.
Bree.
It misses.
Might
His
have to come
thing's
back to that.
lighting up, but I
Sorry,
can't hear
my
him.
microphone was blinking. I was talking a lot. 23 hits. The first one misses.
Okay.
But I don't think it's.
I was
don't think I have
saying so
line of sight.
much. I was trying to tell Crow to come in my line. I was like, come next to me, Crow.
Can I silvery barbs one of them or no? Because
You
I can't see them.
It's fine.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 piercing, have to 3, and 4 poison.
All right, so that's 8 total. Okay, I got it.
7 total.
Sorry, 7 total. I'm good.
7 total.
I'm okay.
That is going to be the captain. The warriors are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Let's see. 2 of them are going to take shots up at the spectral thing that just murdered 2 of them. The horrifying nightmare incarnate.
Otherwise known as Shadow the Hedgehog.
That's a 24 to hit on the first shot.
Yeah,
God,
that'll
that
hit.
Hot Topic wannabe.
And a 17 to hit on the second.
They both hit.
I don't like you hitting people that I can't. Can I see one
It's
of
gonna
them
be
now?
You're behind a
13
rock,
piercing.
Amanda.
13
No.
piercing damage on the first, and 11 piercing damage on the second.
Ooh. Oh, 24. Ouch.
Luckily, I had 11 temporary hit points.
You're welcome.
And this one is going to try and slice at Briarios with his blade.
Come on.
For a 12 to hit Bree,
Miss.
that's going to be their turn. Bantu.
Just to be clear, real quick, Ryan, which one shot me?
I think it was middle of the road.
He shot me twice?
Yeah.
No. All right, they both shot you. Those two.
Okay.
Bantu gonna run up and slice
those
this
guys
one
in
with
particular.
scimitar. 21 to hit.
21 hit.
11 slashing damage.
Why did Sponsor hit so hard?
And
Sponsor's a hero.
Yeah, he is. Man, Bree doesn't get
Bantu
cool
gonna
names.
use last bardic inspiration on Briarios.
Oh. Well, hello.
And he's going to say, hit them with your best shot. Fire away. And that's Inabantu's turn.
Go. Yastrev.
Yastrev is going to realize the predicament his opponent is in, still holding this candelabra. And he's going to pull a Goku. He's going to take his greatsword out and he's going to toss it at the bugbear.
What?
To attempt to catch it, I guess.
It's a good move.
Oh, I get
Confused
it
your
now.
opponent.
I don't think he does, though, with a 9.
And then I will hold my action until he swings at me with either that candelabra or the sword.
All right. He is going to take this opportunity, now that you are weaponless, to reach down with his obnoxiously long arm without needing to crouch or anything, and just scoop up that great sword and take a slice at you with it.
And I will swing with my halberd.
Lovely.
I won't have it said I fought a defenseless opponent in the back of a corner.
17's gonna hit.
For 13.
13. His slice is a total of 23. He rolled a natural 19 on that.
Ooh. Does Yas draw blood?
Great sword is 2d6 plus 2. And bugbears.
Oh.
Yes, it is bugbears that get the extra dive damage.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, that's new bugbears. Yeah. Every
Oh.
time.
9
no.
slashing damage with your great sword.
Why would you
Well,
give
that's
an
not too
enemy
bad.
a sharpened weapon?
I told you I was going to pull a Goku. If I'm going to beat him, he
Give
will be
him a
at his
stick
best.
next time.
The bugbear that Seneca is facing off with is going to raise up his weapon in a fury and take 2 quick bashes down towards you. The first is a 14 to hit,
That misses.
followed by a 15 to hit.
Beats it, beats it.
Ooh. For 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
You know what? I'm going to I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
And I need him to
Amazing.
make a deck save, please.
Awesome. Dex save. How about a 21?
Damn it.
Damn, Ryan.
That's a hell of a save. I don't think he takes any. Oh, he takes half damage. So 19.
That's still
A lot
good.
of damage, Jesus.
No, wait, what's 20? I don't know what half 28 is. I can't do math.
14.
14?
14, thank you.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
It smells like burnt hair in here for sure. As you scorch off like a chunk of this bugbear's face, you give him a recognizable facial scar.
Beautiful.
If he survives this, you will remember this bugbear.
It's okay. He won't have to live with it long.
That is going to be
Wait, how much damage did I take again? 9?
15 piercing damage.
15.
Oh, it's a big hit.
Or bludgeoning damage.
That's
And
okay, I
for
had
his
10
bonus
dice.
action, roll me a dexterity saving throw, Seneca.
Sure can.
He's going to reach out with his offhand to try and scoop you up.
No!
And he grabs Seneca and
No.
starts scaling that wall behind him,
Fuck!
going up 30 feet.
Damn.
And I don't think you speak Goblin, but all the while you hear this mumbling, muttering, all the way up.
He's speaking French. Damn it.
She'll say, I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure you're insulting me.
You get the idea that, yeah, like his day was going fine before you guys showed up here.
Well, my day was going fine before they kidnapped the villagers.
There's a lot of it's been fine before today.
Briarios.
All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna recklessly attack this goblin in front of me with the great sword. I'm bringing down the hammer. I don't speak Goblin. I don't know what's going on beyond the room to my right. I think Shikari has it. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right. That's gonna be, yeah, the goblin right in front of me. That's 2d6 damage. 16 points of slashing damage to the goblin.
16 slashing drops that gob.
All right. Bree is going to move up 5, 10, 15 next to the captain and attack him.
Step up next to the captain, and you hear the twang of a arrow being loosed from back in the hallway.
Stop it!
From one of the hobgoblin warriors with the poison-tipped barbs. Comes soaring out with a 12 to hit.
It misses.
And it goes right past you.
She brings her husband's greatsword down on the captain.
Right.
Cracked die, double check to make sure it's not better. It's not. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
All right. 2d6 plus 6. Woohoo! That's 12 points of slashing damage to the captain.
Slashing damage as your husband's greatsword cleaves down into the hobgoblin captain. He lets out a cry of agony, but just stands firm, but on his last legs.
And as a bonus action, I will use my healing factor, because I have one of those now.
All right, Wolverine.
Yeah. I will use my speedy recovery again for another bonus action to heal myself. All right. 8 hit points to Bree. And that is Bree's turn.
All right. Seneca Stonebender.
You find yourself grappled by this bugbear and are now 30 feet off the floor of this cave.
Yeah, that's not very fun. Let's see. What do I need? Is it athletics or acrobatics to get out?
Your choice.
My choice. And how bloodied is this guy? How much damage has he taken?
He's taken a decent amount of damage. He's bloodied, but not quite. He's not quite on his last legs, but he's looking rough.
Okay. Yeah, she'll go
All
ahead
sorts
and I'll
of
do
bruises
an
and cuts.
acrobatics check. That's not going to do anything.
With that one. He holds firm in a weird way because he's got that extra joint, so it's weird to know how to break free.
That took my action, right?
Yes. Try and break free from the grapple.
Alright, that is it.
Right. Sir, at the back. He is going to swing his staff at Rien a couple of times. Rolling a natural 1 on the first roll.
Hell yeah.
And a total of 13 on the second.
No.
Oh, that's his turn. He's going to continue to offer all sorts of pleas and prayers, and he's at the bargaining state. He's offering up to this Weaver icon at the back as he's touching his staff to this bone construct thingy. He's doing everything that he in his power to reach whatever he's talking to. Shikari.
Seneka's getting away from her. Where is she? Is she still in this chamber?
She was just kidnapped by the bugbear and pulled 30 feet up over there, if you can see where I'm thinking.
Yes. Okay. I shoot at it.
$19 hits. Roll damage. 9 damage. There. Going to maintain his grapple on the wall. Anything else you'd like to do? Cool. Brienne.
Okay. Let's fucking go. I'm going to stab him. I'm going to stab him for the final time. $21.
21 hits.
All right. 9, and does he go down?
9, and he's still up.
One last psionic feat. Come on, baby. Yep, I only have one more. Ooh, it's gotta work.
Make it worth it.
6. Okay.
Oh, Max!
6 more damage. He's looking rough.
Ah, god damn it. I'm out of ideas.
You can level up and get another attack.
I could, but I want to keep it at my back pocket just in case things go tits up.
I really want someone else to level up because I feel like I did it too early.
If this, Lucas, if this fight has a twist, any twist, I will level up.
Ooh.
You mean other than the reinforcements showing up after we basically kill everything?
That's not really a twist.
Yeah, Breeze taking
Like
care
just
of
being
that.
coming from the wall type twist.
Yastrev will secretly turn out to be a goblin. How about that one?
Yeah, that'd be
Well, we would have all kind of seen that one coming.
Yeah.
I was actually poor.
I mean, we did just see him arm the bugbear with a greatsword.
Hey,
He did, and then he's gonna kill him and get it back.
that's an honorable move.
Sorry, Rian, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
No?
Because that's all.
Theobendra.
But again, if there's a twist, like a god or
Hey.
something were to come down, I totally level up.
Okay, so
might
Yeah,
have
spider monster.
actually reflect his current hit points on here, there too.
Eo kind of looks like a god.
He looks like a dark god.
Nightmare.
So Bree, let's see, the Hobgoblin Captain, does he seem to have a ranged weapon?
He has a longbow.
Okay, and this guy back here?
He's got a longbow as well.
Alright, then these are like pillars, right?
You're 40 feet up, and I'm not worried about them blocking your line of sight. They're more like stalagmites.
Okay, it was more of, I want to hide behind them once I fire.
Ah, well then you're gonna have to dip back down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Shoot and move. Shoot and move.
Yeah, attack the goblin. The little guy. Try to get him out of the way. Okay, that is going to be a 13.
13 is gonna miss.
I really should have declared I wanted advantage on that first. But
how do you get advantage?
I have luck.
Oh, is that something? Oh wait, that changed in 24, right? Or you have to declare it first.
You need to call it first. So I want to fly behind the closest, stalagmite that will hide me from ranged attacks.
We'll say you're still like 15 feet up in the air.
Sure. So there-ish or
Perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful. Crow.
Okay. We will pop out one more time. We're going to do a little sidestep. So I can see this guy because there's no pillars in the way, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then I will attempt to hit him. I would still have advantage because I did the arcane and innate or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
T2.
That sorcerer thing.
Definitely gonna hit.
We'll do lightning because that sounds fun. 13.
13 explodes that goblin. You want to roll on the wild magic? D20.
Oh my god, I've been forgetting that. I need like
Amanda.
3 of them. Oh no. I know I was forgetting something.
You're using spell slots.
Yes, 19. Do you want me to do the other 2 that I forgot? Because there's one from last round, even though it didn't hit, and then when I did the spell slot thing and cast a second level spell. There we go. Now I'm not cheating.
Really close. Oh, jeepers.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah,
You could have killed all 3 of you.
Everyone's dead. And everyone walks back in, and Crow and Eeyore are just dead. And Bontu's like, what happened?
And Bontu are in the corner, unfortunately.
Yeah, just everyone. Everyone's dead.
All right. Well, with that, the Hobgoblin Captain is going to square off with Briarios.
Yep.
Scoop his blade off of his back and take a slice up at Bree. With a 16 to hit on the first one.
That misses.
Followed by... It's spinning. A 7 to hit on the second one.
That misses.
You are standing off. Going blow for blow against this one.
Yes, Captain. This is the one we had a combat with.
Bontu is up. Oh, sorry. This guy at the back. He's a hobgoblin.
There's one over there somewhere.
He is going to take a shot at the one squaring off with the captain. For a 15 to hit.
That still misses.
Still misses. Cool.
Oh my god.
Bree is so short.
Right,
he ducked out real quick. Nicholas?
Sorry. All right. So we just got Hobby Bobby right in here in front of me here.
The captain and then one dude took a shot at Bree and dipped back out towards the goat trail entrance.
Probably a good move for him.
Yeah, probably.
I only got an 8. That's gonna miss. And I'm out of bonus actions. No, I'm not. When you take the attack action on your turn, attack with a light weapon, you can make 1 extra attack as a bonus action later on that same turn. It has to be a different light weapon. Never mind, I'm done.
Cool.
Oh, because you're rocking shield and something, right?
Yeah, I've got my scimitar and shield.
Yeah,
I've got cantrips, and I'm out of all of everything.
We all are.
I would like to use my point of inspiration to re-roll this Howard attack as it comes. I was muted. I didn't realize as it comes rolling down. That's better.
He's gonna hit
for 9 slashing damage.
What does it look like?
I'm just gonna cut him down as the chest, and he thinks he's good. And as he goes to attack me, like mid swing, the blood just kind of, and he falls over.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Bonus action, pick up my greatsword. If I could.
Can you cleave that into the goblin? Or does he have to be 5 feet away from you?
He's got to be 5 feet away from the target I'm swinging into.
He is.
Technically, he is.
The caster, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm going to see if I cut so fast I cut him too.
Whoa.
16 will hit.
Oh!
For 11 slashing?
Yes. Wait, no.
Just
for 7
weapon
slashing.
damage, right?
7 slashing. Into the hexer. Nicks part of his arm, opening a wound. Starts to shriek out, howling in pain. Still up.
That's my turn.
Coco. He's dead. The stalker. Yeah. He's going to climb another 10 feet up and then just toss Seneca. Seneca, feel free to roll me an athletics or an opposed athletics or acrobatics to maintain a grapple on him if you'd like to not be dropped 40 feet.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's really bad.
Yeah. A 12.
He extends his arm out and like you get this lurching feeling in your stomach as you realize that he's not taking you with him and he's reaching you out, and you grab hold of whatever you can, and those fistfuls of hair are all that cling you to life as he releases his grip on you, and you are holding on to this bugbear stalker 40 feet up for dear life.
Oh my god.
And he's going to use his
wrist.
He's going to use his action to try and shake you. So roll that one more time for me, please.
Seneca is a survivor. She won't give up.
With a 15, you beat his 14 total and hold on to that grip.
Oh my god.
Stab the shit out of that guy.
Round 11. Bree, what would you like to do?
Bree is going to give 7 temporary hit points to Bantu at the start of her turn, because Bantu's within 10 feet.
I could use them.
And then Bree is going to do a combat roll, pop up, and take her husband, Bronze Greatsword, and slam down on this hobgoblin captain. 2 attacks, because she can't see the second guy. That's a natural 20.
I think that's going to hit.
All right.
Yeah.
That's, Bree wants to protect her family at this point. That's 46 plus 6. All right. 8. 18 points of slashing damage on the captain.
The captain.
Don't forget. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. You still have combat inspiration too, but it doesn't look like you need it.
She'll need it for the next one. She's gonna go, as she cleaves this guy in two, she's gonna jump through his body as part of the cleave, as part of the like a tumble, like a combat tumble, and she's gonna pop up and chase down this other goblin. Ryan, I can't see him on the map. Where is he at? This last.
Do you have light
goblin
or dark vision?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
So you should see him right here.
Oh, there he is. He's under the one. I go get him. And I hit him with my second attack. Second attack with the great sword.
Yeah. It's giving you 60 feet of movement.
I got 40 feet of movement from where I was. I was
Move
big
60
space. 5,
feet
10,
on this
15,
turn.
20, 25, 30,
5,
35.
10, 15,
No, that's 40.
25,
That's
35, 40. 45 feet to where your square is.
Can I throw my greatsword at him? I got nothing else to throw, Ryan. Can I throw my sword at him?
Every weapon is a thrown weapon if you throw it hard enough.
They don't have this
Let's
feat.
go.
They don't have this feat in 24, Ryan. You know I like to throw things as a barbarian.
You are welcome to hurl your husband's great sword at this hobgoblin at disadvantage.
I'll do it.
As he stood in front of this open cliff face.
You're about to roll 2 20s.
No, my lower was a 12, which is a 21, or sorry, a 19 to hit.
19 total?
19 total. The other one was 18 plus. All right. 2d6 plus 6. I like to throw weapons.
Let the girls out.
No proficiency bonus on this because you're not proficient in thrown greatswords.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But you could also use your reaction to.
I will do that. That's a D6, right?
Yep, D6.
D6 for the attack roll, because it's all based on the attack roll at this point. All right. So it was a 12 on the die, plus my strength was a 16. A 19 to hit, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2d6 plus 6 damage. 14 points of slashing damage.
Boy, gonna drop that warrior.
Bree is just gonna let out a primal scream. And she'll turn to Bantu and just give a solemn nod. The enemies that we're leaving are dead. Let's clean up the rest of this cavern. That's Bree's turn.
Seneca Stonebender. What do you do, clinging for dear life onto the hairs of this bugbear, 40 feet above the cave floor?
Yeah, I don't know, because...
He's looking rough.
Because I don't think she can stab him, because I figure she would have let go of her daggers when she held on, so she didn't fall to her death.
Flavor-wise, I'm cool with you clinging on with one arm and still holding onto a dagger.
Is there anywhere... Are there any, like weird little alcoves up here in, that she could maybe, launch herself to?
No little rooms, but there's the occasional little shelf or handhold, maybe a foot holding that you might be able to clamber onto rather than the bugbear.
Well, I mean, if the bugbear goes down, she goes down.
At the moment, yes. Because you are holding onto the bugbear, not the wall.
Yeah.
But you have maintained your grapple on him, so you are free to move around him to grab onto the wall. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Actually, she's gonna use this grab she has on him to swing herself up behind him, on his shoulders, and then she's gonna stab into his neck.
Okay. So you're entirely held on to him?
Yes.
Right. Stab away.
Damn it. Oh wait, I can do it twice. That's right.
The Nick thing, yeah.
The Nick thing.
Yeah, Nick.
You're
11
welcome.
does it, though.
11 is not going to do it.
Come on, Nick.
I tried.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's it. She's sticking on the back of this dude.
All right. Hanging on, back and forth. The Goblin Hexer back here. He's going to fling a fistful of bloody coins up into Rien's face as he swirls his hex stick. And Rien, that's going to be a 15 and a 17 to hit.
That 15 misses, the 17 hits.
You can take 10 points of psychic damage as this purple energy lash just crosses through your mind space. And your nose starts to bleed a little bit. And he cackles to himself. This is, I think, the first time he's drawn blood from you. Shikari. Oh, is going to crossbow bolt the stalker? Going to miss. Riette.
I want to knock this man unconscious. That is my attempt.
A non-lethal damage?
Yes.
Got it.
I want him to go to sleep just for a bit.
Sure.
Oh god, a 10.
10 is not gonna hit.
Oh man, I have the heroic inspiration. Do I want to use that now?
Well, if you're asking me, definitely not. That might only lead to you killing my guys. I'm glad that's settled.
I already used my action surge. I can't use my psionic thing. Tactical mind. You have a mind for tactics when you fail an ability check. That's not an ability check. Fuck. Yeah. That's all I have.
Dio.
Okay. With the additional deaths that have occurred, are there any enemies? Like, I don't see any still alive enemies anywhere.
You see Shikari still shooting up somewhere 40 feet up in that room, her crossbow, as Seneca is giving the occasional cry for help. And the occasional echoing of combat from back where Yastrev and Rien have not reemerged from.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, I'm gonna fly just over Shikari's head, and do I see the dude up there?
I believe so. Yes, 60 feet of dark vision, you do see him. Like, Seneca is grabbed onto the bugbear, and they are both like 40 feet up the wall.
Seneca will apologize later.
There's a reason why she wanted to be behind the bugbear.
That was yet again another natural 20.
Let's go, Ben.
Oh!
What
4?
the fuck? Is that your third or fourth one?
That was my third one this game. Look, I don't know what Allie did to these things. They don't roll very well out of combat, but in combat, they are
If
deadly.
there's one thing I do know about Allie, is that she possesses dark magics beyond our comprehension. So
This is true.
I can't even comprehend it.
That is 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Again, I think while this is still a force bolt it's a Eldritch blast, but it's force damage. I think now it's taken on like a dark, shadowy, aura, and I think it just shoots like right through the dude's chest.
Lovely, just spattering a hole onto the cave wall.
Yeah, small hole in the front, big hole in the back.
As Seneca and the bugbear both start to fall 40 feet. Seneca, you're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage on impact to the floor.
So that was my question. The way that she had herself, I assumed that like being on the bugbear's back the bugbear would be between her and the floor and maybe cushion it a
Yes,
little
but
bit.
because this bugbear's got all sorts of like jagged armor bits and things, it's less of a cushiony fall, and there's still the odd bits that like just slice into you upon impact, like when his bone crunches up through his chest.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Thank you for that gross visual, Ryan.
But
How many
yeah.
HP do you have left?
12.
Welcome back to ground level.
Ooh.
You had
Leo,
12 and
anything
you
else
took
you'd like to
13,
do?
or you have 12 after taking the 13?
I have 12 after taking 13.
Okay.
You lived.
With that
She'll put a thumbs up to show that she is indeed alive.
Yes.
All right, and EO's already banking back to head back into the other room. That's it for EO.
Okay. I don't see any more baddies, so that's cool.
There's these sounds of combat still echoing from back down that hall where Yas and Rien disappeared.
Okay. So then. Okay, so Crow will come over here. And I have one use of Misty Step that I can do because I'm fate touched. So I will use that as a bonus action to end up here. And now I
Doesn't
can
look like that she
see.
missed a step.
So as she sees this ugly pile of goo, she's gonna be like, "Oh, ew, gross!" And like this mist is just gonna kind of come up all the way around her, the shimmery fog, and she's just gonna kind of take one more step into it, and that fog is going to appear right as she is, and she's gonna like show up as like almost like a fog silhouette as she steps out of it and then solidifies.
Stepping into the room with the dead hobgoblin captain, and the pair of tied up villagers.
Okay, and then can I see this guy? Because I know you did the wall thing. I don't want to be cheating.
Yes, Rienne's got her torch in there.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know if there's a wall jutting out. So then I'm gonna target him, and I'll do Chaos Bolt. For 27.
27's gonna hit.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
Thanks, EO. We're gonna do acid damage.
Acid damage.
For 19.
19 acid damage. Holy Toledo. That is going to kill that goblin.
I just want like his insides to start like bubbling as like they start oozing out of his eyes, and just he just kind of like almost like pops from the inside and just like this bubbly mush.
Wholesome.
Lovely. Final follow-up. Would you mind rolling me a d20 for no reason?
Oh, for no reason at all. I'm really glad you're keeping up with this today. 8.
See, no.
I'm finally controlling myself.
As the shaman expires, the grease spell eventually does fizzle out and fade. No longer impeding trespass back and forth. And nobody's bleeding out, and all the combatants are dead. So with that, we are effectively out of combat.
We did it!
Everybody Bree is going to find themselves leveling up to level 5.
Oh, fuck yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 fucking goblins.
I don't even think that's all of them.
Nope. That's all of them I can see.
Yeah, because like there's some more that you can't see.
Yeah.
Should
Bantu is gonna run back over here and just shout, "Is everyone okay? Who's dead?"
No one is dead except a lot of goblins and help goblins. Should we stabilize one to understand what they were doing here?
No. Let's just save the people and get out of here.
Yes?
What's in the gold pile?
Yas, looking through that pile, you can find goodness.
Like, at least 2 money.
Yes. Let's see. This. So in addition to a number of offerings here, like there's crude but unsettling necklaces made of bone, teeth, and dried spider parts. Some look to have been recently acquired, others covered in goblin blood, guts, and brain now. There looks to be several lengths of incredibly strong and surprisingly lightweight rope that looks to have been woven from giant spider silk, similar to some of the traps that the bugbears were trying to lasso people with. And with your knowledge and tactical expertise of ropes, you know that with its particular slight stickiness, it would grant advantage on climbing checks.
That's pretty good rope.
There's a variety of strange carved idols, small unsettling idols carved from wood or stone, depicting grotesque figures with spider-like features. And the spider silk staff that he's got that looks to be kind of like a gnarled branch adorned with the preserved carapaces and legs of giant spiders, bound together with shimmering spider silk that the shaman was using to cast spells from, and as well as a collection of what look to be tattered scrolls covered in crude but unsettling symbols and diagrams.
I can't read any of this.
Is it in Goblin or just Arcane?
A little bit of both.
Oh, can Rianne look over his shoulder? As she is
Arcana
as she is also helping to untie these poor village people.
Are you investigating the scrolls or helping the village people?
Fuck it. There are other
while
people.
you're untying people.
Scroll.
All right.
She'll take a break from it. They're fine. 18.
They're all just looking at you longingly.
It's fine, guys. It's fine. Like just 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes.
Rachel, did you get something to pop up on your screen?
Yes, I do.
So there's a number of scrolls, and among the collection of them, the second paragraph lists the effectively spells that you can make out among these scrolls, if that makes sense. The first paragraph is kind of like a rough overview of what you find.
Oh, that is interesting. Blindness, deafness, fairy fire, magic armor. No, mage armor, sorry. Is spider climb and web. Well, that's interesting. And she'll hand it to Yostrev and start untying the villagers.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Help these guys up and untie them.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll
you're
give it
pretty impressive. You could shoot it, right?
I don't even know what they say. I don't know which one's which. I will pick up the gold. Or not the gold, the rope. And
So, rope.
yeah, the silk rope. And then go find Chikari so to give her the scrolls, and so she can put the money into the bank of Chikari.
The commoners that Bantu is assisting up and helping to untie are like all just overwhelmed with joy. Like some of them are crying, some of them just can't stop hugging and clinging on to each of you. They are incredibly grateful that you guys came all this way to save them, considering like you might not have even had so much as a conversation with some of these folk before.
But the villagers that I'm untying, fuck me then?
Well, since you had a scene, I was going to describe what was happening in the other room first.
Oh
Your
shit, no,
villagers
I'm
are a
so
little
sorry.
less enthusiastic since you went for the loot before helping them out. They understand, but you can tell there's a little bit of reluctance in their thanks.
Gee, thanks.
Do they even remember who I am?
I don't think we've met before.
We've actually met several times. I bought
Oh, sorry, did I
rations.
already give you my name?
Yes. Your name is Frank. You have 3 children. I've met 2 of them.
Oh, we have met
I met
before.
your wife.
My
Yes,
apologies.
we have.
I guess maybe I'm not as good with faces as I think I am.
I was at your house for dinner.
I bought rations. I brought you a fish one time. I thought we had a nice conversation.
We gotta get out of here before more goblins show up. Come on!
Okay. See, this is why she went to the treasure chest first.
Where's Chikari?
Harry, seeing that everyone is being taken care of, is going to try, in the moments that we have after the fight before we clear out, to harvest some. Do the spiders have venom and silk that I can take?
They do. Roll me
She's over here, yes!
a nature or medicine check.
I can't see anything.
Open arguments for otherwise.
18?
You are able to start harvesting all of that.
Okay.
Do you need help, Shikari?
I mean, an extra pair of hands could be great. And while I see Yastrev also has some scrolls for me to pack away, so that help would be great.
I would like to give Shikari help action.
So, make one more roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. That just means roll again, right?
Yeah. This will be for the second spider.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Excellent. You are able to harvest off of both of the giant spiders.
Yay!
Aww.
What's the? Could you type up the inventory for the loot that we all found? Because I want to put in on the list how many gold is in the bag and how many scrolls are in the bag.
Sure. Assuming everybody's telling everyone how much gold they find.
I mean, is it a party fund or? I guess it's up to everyone. You don't have to
It's
say.
up to whoever finds the gold. Technically.
Yeah.
Oh, I let the gold there to go find Shikari so she could go collect the gold because I thought she was the party fun.
I did. I am. So, yes. I will go and I will collect the gold as well. Which is across the cave, but you get the idea.
Wow, that was a lot of memes. What'd I miss?
No one remembers Rian.
So for gold-wise, that's about what you find. Piled up.
That's a lot of copper.
That was a lot like copper.
I don't think we can take the copper. It's
There's
going to be
13
heavy.
gold pieces.
I'll take the 30.
Excuse me. We
The
can take all of the
390
copper.
Eo's got a bag of holding.
No, I don't.
Oh, right. I don't know that.
No, I literally I don't.
How much does it weigh?
I thought someone had a bag of holding.
Yes.
Someone might, but it's not me.
It
I
weighs
have-
the equivalent of that much copper.
Okay, I have a infinite book bag of holding, but it can only hold like books and scrolls, things made out of paper. And then I
there's
have the
ones-
money fund. I have like a pouch that we're keeping all of our money in together, but it's not infinite. So I could probably pick up the 13 gold, but the 390 silver pieces might be drawing the line for me.
Alright, does Eo have an extra suitcase?
Is there a banker who can change small bills for large?
In town, sure. Here in the cave, I don't think so.
Yeah, does
Plus,
EO have an extra box?
Oh, I mean, sure. I've got plenty of room to store stuff in the stuff, but I just don't have a bag of holding.
We just need a very big box.
Look, one
These
of us
copper
can
pieces
carry.
to go.
If a halfling can carry that much gold, that much silver, we can totally do it with copper. Just saying.
So the plan is put the copper in the box and carry the copper up.
Yeah.
Loot. We should now show like some of the items.
And then if we could ever find our goddamn blacksmith, we can make copper bars.
Oh yeah, is the blacksmith here?
No, none of them had the creepy eye.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the blacksmith was actually a turncoat? A traitor?
What if he's Krenko himself? Dun dun dun.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really high.
I'm reading spells. I'm sorry. I'm not helpful right now.
Oh shit,
There's a
we
lot of
leveled
spells
up.
I have to.
I was wondering why everyone was quiet. Now it makes sense. Everyone's
I'm trying
reading.
to read spells, and I'm
Level up.
like, I can't decide. I know
I-
what my heart wants, but I just don't know if I should.
Oh,
You're going to take Fireball.
You have
Listen to
to,
your
right?
heart, Amanda.
Listen to your heart.
Because like I had other ones, and I was like, I need a good damage spell, and I was like, that's the best one. So.
The armor that the Hob Captain is wearing, is it half plate?
It is the Bugbear hide armor scraps. If you look on the Goblin altar handout, you should be able to see it listed. If you want to smell like stinky animal bits.
I don't
I
mind
got the
smelling
armor
like
for you.
sticky animal bits, but he just had a really high AC. That was what I noticed.
Well, I am now disgustingly damaged.
I am too. We should probably get out of here.
I can. Ugh.
I mean, do we think they're gonna come back?
There could
No, I
be
think
more.
they're about to rise as zombies.
That too.
Forgot about the zombie thing. Yeah, no, we should go. The wolves will be happy to have their cave back.
But then again, it might not be a bad idea for us to hang out in this room until they all rise and leave.
Yeah, we're fine. Everyone over there isn't.
Which way is north?
Oh. Does that work in cave systems?
Straight up.
I don't know. I always assumed that way north.
Yes, but do they just like walk into a wall? If they
Yep.
walk into, oh, we could trap them.
Are they?
Hey, just everyone, let's get going.
Crow is gonna help EO gather, I guess, some of the copper into a box, and then she's gonna head out. Unless you already did that.
I as well will help carry.
I was
said
like, I'm sorry, I was reading.
So, how much copper do I need to add to the inventory?
A lot.
36,800.
Every single coin.
We'll leave one.
Well,
36,799.
The four villagers are also here.
Yeah, but they could steal.
They've been through an ordeal. They really shouldn't be asked to tote loot. I don't think.
They might get some smart ideas.
All right,
You can do this payment for their trouble.
36,600 copper pieces.
Perfect.
Eo, how
There, we didn't
long
take.
until that energy fades away from your person?
It's only a minute.
Only a minute? Okay.
And I make sure to land before it
Nope,
just
too late.
disappears.
Crunch. Good go.
Oh, are we all leveling up right now? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's why we're quiet. I'm sorry.
I already did.
We're not even long resting yet, but my brain's like, I need to do the thing.
Can I get
I'm
a
just-
D10, please? Sorry.
Sorry, what?
You what?
Oh, can I get a D10?
Shirley needs a V8.
Oh, okay.
4.
Wow! 40. Alright.
That box will weigh. If the coins are about the size of a penny, it'll weigh like 200 pounds.
Okay, that's not too bad.
We won't carry it far, and we just have to get to the
It's a lot
cart.
easier if you had an elevator to get it back down the
There's an elevator?
Not anymore.
mountain.
Can I get a D6?
I hope I don't spill this box down the mountain.
D8 for me. Ryan, do better.
Goodness. I'm just fucking it up for everybody.
4s and 2s. At least we're
uh,
going with evens.
Hit dice for everybody.
Oh,
can
Well,
I
if we're rolling
get
hit dice, if you want to roll a D8,
I don't know. How to
I got an 8.
Can I get the D10?
I'm just not gonna
D10.
do it.
7. And Ben, a D8. 5.
I would also like a D8, please.
You got it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Oh, god damn it.
Wow.
A 2 or re-rolling your one.
I'll take it if you're offering.
Yep, I re-rolled mine.
4. 4's a lot better.
Maybe, we could always try again, like next week to reroll.
Nah.
Guys,
Just pretend this didn't happen.
Save the level up till your long rest.
guys, there's a wolf inside of me, and he really wants to use the free level up right now. just,
How?
just at the whole little while at level 6, get that extra feat.
Ooh.
Oh, you're thinking about it too now, aren't you?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I think you guys will be happy to know that with my level up, I'm doing some Eldritch Invocation things that lets me get Healing Word.
Ooh, yay!
Well, why? Everybody's always fine on hit points.
So you got some different things than I've got. I don't think I have that option.
So now we book it out of the cave. Well, as fast as we can, carrying 2 pounds per hour.
It's a short time after you guys exit the cave before you, your rescued villagers, and your surplus of coinage encounter all of the mounts and carts and wagons that you guys had left tucked away into the brush about 10
The
15.
real question is, can we actually see them?
Some of you
'Cause we
better
hit
than
them.
others.
We hit them really well.
Yeah, really, really well.
I mean, Axe speaks fine.
Gone forever.
Where the fuck is my horse?
I kind of forgot what my horse was called, but then again, my memory is not the best right now.
No, seriously, guys, where the fuck's my horse? I swear I put them over there.
All right, we're moving out of the cave.
He's over there.
Oh, thank God. Wait, that's a bush.
I'm blind!
Oh,
No,
God.
trust me, he over there.
No, that's just. Oh God, that bush moved. That is my horse.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oopsies.
Are we manually moving them? I can manually move.
Oh, I'm manually moving.
In
I
maps or
guess
what's
so.
happening?
Ryan, I have a
You know
GM
what
question
you guys
for
are
you.
doing.
We're leaving
Uh,
the.
We
Going
are
to
carrying copper down to
Exiting
Horseguard.
the cave, I got that, but going to where?
To our mounts. To
We're
going back to-
GTFOing and making camp somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we'll get a little bit further away
Yeah.
from the
If
caves
the,
and then make a
uh,
camp. Because we're still a couple days away from the town, right?
I think like a
Yeah.
day.
You're about a
Yeah,
day
so-
out from Westvale.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely want to sleep at least one night before we get there, because if shit happens on the road, I don't feel like dying.
And we have a cart. We can maybe do like a couple of unsafe watches as we just go through the night.
We could just keep moving. Yeah, you're right. We don't have to actually make camp.
Hey Ryan, quick question for you.
What's up?
GM call here. One of the options I have for my Eldritch Invocation is I can cast Levitate on myself without it spending a spell slot. Now, the Levitate spell says it can levitate an object that weighs up to 500 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Would you consider casting it on the stuff to be casting it on myself?
So once per day levitate, or levitate on yourself as many times as you want?
I can cast it at will. I can, without expending a spell slot.
Oh, well then I'd say you could cast it on an object. Sure.
Okay. Excellent. The
Until
stuff
it
just got a
breaks
whole
up.
lot lighter.
Yay!
We can definitely take those copper pieces now.
I just caught up. That's excellent. I mean, naturally, you've just been building your prowess with this the whole time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's been practice. It's been intensive training. I pulled a Naruto training arc here.
Every single day telling yourself that it feels lighter until it is.
Like I just pulled a Rock Lee. I just took off the training weights.
You know, in orc culture, you paint it certain color if you want it to be lighter.
Eo's feet never touch the ground again. Unless he's
Theo,
way
you
down
look
there.
taller.
Well, Mistress, I feel slightly taller.
So, Bantu does want to ask the captives if we actually found all of them, or, if there were more people that were taken.
Brass, what looks to be one of the town's guard that got kidnapped in the raid, is the one that's doing the best in this situation, and he's able to talk the most clear. And Brass speaks up
Thank you.
that he believes that everybody is accounted for. That from what he understands, their intent was to take us further south to some sort of a campground held by one Foot Godrod.
Yep. They're going to
And they
take
were
you
to
down to the
be
cave.
interrogated for information about Westvale's defenses.
Well, fuck.
Did you give them any information before that?
No, these ones were a bit rough with us, yes, but they weren't the ones that were supposed to do the interrogating. I guess we were supposed to be saved from Greasefoot or one of his ilk. How on earth did you guys track us down? They absconded with on the backs of giant spiders, leaving little trail, and then to climb up into the side of a mountain through a hole in the wall.
We followed the wolves.
And Rien was really good at tracking.
Thank you, Miss Rien, for tracking.
Hey, thank you. It is so nice for to be recognized.
Very glad to have had the support of all the townspeople as well. They sent us with provisions and everything to come and rescue you all. They would not allow you all to be taken.
Aw, that's awfully sweet of them. Oh, like they continue to praise and thank you. Like at least every 10 minutes, somebody is thanking somebody in the party. The entire trek of the hike.
Cool.
Does Rian feel
Crow's
seen?
gonna hang back a little bit from all the people.
It's not too terribly long before you guys make that day trek back to Westvale.
So we successfully had a camp night, though.
You are, that's up to you guys if you're camping or not. I heard no.
I mean, we have mounts and stuff. We could just keep walking.
I guess it's probably better to just get them home.
Unless you want to have a camping moment.
These people.
Not with these people.
Late into the evening, long after the sun has set, there's a distant howl of a wolf, but otherwise your journey goes unimpeded by the forests around you. Things seem a little bit calmer in this area. And before long, you find yourselves rounding that next hill and spotting some of the familiar rooftops of Westvale up ahead.
Almost feels like
And
home.
there's an excited cry from some of the guards as they eventually spot you in your approach. As more and more heads start to poke up above the ramparts, as more people start to gather near the front gate that's already being swung wide open as you guys approach, as there's all sorts of cheers and celebration and applause and hip hip hurrahs happening. There's all sorts of toasted breads being tossed this way and that, all sorts of handfuls of food that are just constantly being thrust up to these wagons by some of the different provisioners of the town. Like who knows what they've been cooking or baking, but they're offering it up to you guys for returning their people, their wives, their husbands, their folk. And you guys are welcome back to Westvale.
Yay!
But I do love a good snack.
Hey, does this mean that I get to keep the horse?
You
You
are
could give them unlocked a copper.
I would really fucking love this horse.
What's its name?
Like to pay for it? You love it that much?
We could split up the copper. Brienne, someone understands how the economy works with these coins, I suppose. Like, that's a lot of copper, right?
It's a lot of copper.
A lot of gold.
It's a decent amount of
Some gold.
I mean, it adds up to a decent amount of gold. It's like
120 gold in total.
Yeah, because it's like 368 gold in copper, 39 gold in silver, and then 13 gold. Which we're never going to see because Crow pocketed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Really?
I only noted down the copper.
Well, I mean, Crow does owe her. Rian did save her life, just saying. Like, another time. You know, she wants to divvy out some coin.
Look, I tried to give you fish.
There's a horse.
I tried to
That
give
was a
you
proposal. That was a notice. That was a fucking proposal, dude. No, wait, hold on. That wasn't a proposal. That was shit. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
It was
Oh,
an
no.
intention. I think you said it was
Courtship?
yeah, a courtship ritual.
It was a proposition.
It was
Hold on, I
spicy.
actually wrote it down.
Reinforce. Eo, would you please?
Yeah, it's a betrothal. It's a fucking betrothal.
Okay, well, yes, I'll buy the horse if that's what you want.
Why
That's
does
a
that
good
fuck-
dowry, right?
Somewhere in
For
the
your
blacksmith
wedding?
shop, we have a bag full of items and things and treasure that we've just been kind of hoping is still there. So we could always put the rest of it up with the entire rest of the cash. Some of it belongs to the town, we realized, but most of it had been stolen from people who were now dead, we also realized, so we decided that was sort of our portion. So some of it is the town's and some of it's ours. So I don't know how much of it though at the end of the day. Well, I have for us, like just us in my like party fund, 23 gold, which is like paling in comparison to like this. So
Yeah, you guys just found 420.
So yeah, Crow
What
will
is it?
definitely buy Rayan the horse. I don't know who I have to pay. Eo, you'll help me. You're gonna go
I
pay
didn't
off the
open the
guy
account.
who owns the horse for Rayan, so that way she can officially own it.
Yay.
Of course, mistress, if that is your wish.
Wait, it'll be easier than trying to do fish again.
just throw
Yes,
money at the problem.
I entirely
Little
agree with you there,
debris.
mistress.
She's gonna look to Bree and be like, "See, you can buy people things. It's easier." This You think we could take a bath, though? It was really quite a day, and I think I still have a hole in my side.
Oh
I think I
goodness!
want a
Does
nap.
anyone else need healing? Come along. I've got plenty.
I think Seneca looks much worse. I don't know if this map is accurate, but Seneca, you look really like
Oh,
shit.
wait, hold on. Let me fix it. That's better. Oh,
No, we all just.
You're all dead now. Is that better? You all got infections from not treating your wounds.
I didn't get wounded. Oh, I did, but it was from my own weapon. It was clean. Wait, the candelabra.
My
Yeah, you got smacked in
God.
the face hard with that candelabra.
The candelabra of death. Wait,
We're back.
And I'm like, where did I go?
I'm getting
Seneca's still gone.
because blind.
Her token was elsewhere on the map to grab. There she is. She was right there the whole time. I don't know what you mean.
You look better.
No idea. Oh, there I am.
Where'd Eo go?
He actually died.
oh no,
Oh no!
not like this.
No.
He was never really real.
He's been a figment of my imagination this whole time.
She's just been talking to herself in a weird voice and then carrying a lot of luggage by herself.
But she's been casting a lot of spells.
a lot of
Imaginary
spells.
friend, and we've just been humoring her.
Oh yeah, Eo, nice. Oh, your butler. Oh,
Hi.
Oh,
he's so
he's carrying all your-
strong.
What? Really?
oh, you say he turns into a
can
dark
take all
angel.
the party loot, sure.
She makes mud pies, and she's like, "Look at this beautiful meal Eo created for me."
No, Eo, I'm not hungry right now. Thank you.
Or even better, like, so good. Yay.
He's throwing it behind you.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yep, Crow's gonna go take a bath.
Bantu is gonna go drink to victory.
Yastra, is gonna go check out the blacksmith shop to see if maybe he came back. Oh God, am I a scorned ex?
I'm gonna go with Yastrev.
Shikari making their way to the Smiths.
I'm very obviously going to prepare the bath.
After she calls Crow Ir tu Santi, as she gave her the horse. Ir tu Santi.
Oh,
So-
didn't mean to do that.
Who's paying how much for the horse to what?
Yeah. From what
I
fund
don't know who to
exactly?
give it to. I don't know who to give it to, but I have money for it. I don't know who to pay.
I mean,
How
a horse
much
like
is
that
the horse?
is what, like 10 gold?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, a mule is worth 8 gold, a pony's about 30, a horse is 50, riding
How many
horse
gold
is
is-
75.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
but we just saved the town.
I will
so...
subtract 5,000 copper.
Jeepers.
I really want this horse. I'm so sorry, guys.
All right.
Got a horse.
But 5,000
You're worth
copper is gone.
All right. So, Rachel, your horse has the stats of a draft horse.
Hell yeah.
Did we save all the villagers? Sorry, I was away for a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that was everyone is accounted for.
Oh, good. Everybody but at the blacksmith.
Well, Yastra and Iskari just went to go check on him.
Oh,
Jakari.
all right. I'm glad everyone made it out. It was good. I'm gonna go check
All
on
right,
my
so-
family, make sure they're all right.
Oh, cool. Yastrev, Shikari, and Rien make their way back to the blacksmith's house, and it appears to still be vacant.
Is our money
Oh,
still
maybe
hidden
they-
away somewhere in there?
Your stash is still right where you tucked it away,
Okay.
but it doesn't look as though the building has been disturbed.
I am going to start moving
Actually,
my.
some of the weapons have been taken, and you notice them armed among some of the guardsmen in town. Besides that, the room doesn't look to have been like tossed over or anything like that.
They stole from us?
No.
We killed them
No,
all.
not from the party funds. No!
I'm
Can we
going.
take a oh
I'm going to start moving my personal belongings in there, and Yelstrev is going to post up in the blacksmith shop.
Choice for you. I suppose. I think we're losing hope that the blacksmith might come back.
I don't know. I feel like if he's going to leave at that moment, he shouldn't come back.
I'm sure there are plenty of the townspeople who would agree with you. Well, it'll be nice to have someone here sleeping at night where we have our stash of funds and that sort of thing. It'll be nice to have it guarded over. It's been tickling the back of my mind with worry, so it'll put it at ease.
Shikari, this might be an odd request, but would you happen to have any books in about blacksmithing?
Sure, I do. I'm gonna rummage through my pack, and I'm gonna find, I'm sure, a few tomes on such a subject. I'll hand them over. This should be a good place to start.
I'm going to see if I can start doing something with all of this. It seems a waste, especially in these times.
Let's see. Do I happen to have any books, any with arcane instructions on how to, imbue metals with different abilities? Anything on that sort? Or would that be a more advanced book that would probably not be in my book bag?
It is a more advanced book. You know Eric would have something about that.
Oh, yes, okay. Well, too bad he's far away from me right now, but... my adopted father would know exactly what to do with this. Perhaps I'll write to him or something.
You're adopted. I did not know that.
My parents died when I was before I was when I was just born, really. And Eric, he took me in, Papa Eric. Kind man, very good librarian, definitely the best Scrabble player I've ever met.
I remember Scrabble. I was never very good at it. My wife always beat me. I have a hard time with words. Sometimes I read them and they seem backwards.
Cool. I've met a few librarians with that particular difficulty. Some found reading in a mirror quite helpful. I never make sense of it myself.
That'd be weird.
Oh, interesting. I really enjoy reading. I just am not the quickest reader. It took me forever to get through that Empire book. But I did, speaking of which, and he's going to hand the book back to you. Because he doesn't steal from the library.
Oh, that's so kind. But no, this is for you. I think that this is best in your hands as someone who appreciates the material. There are some other copies. It's a fairly common book in the library. So you're welcome to that. Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I would love
Absolute
to
pleasure.
journey to meet Miss Goldfinch one day. I think she could answer some questions for me.
Oh, if only. I don't know if she's even alive. Is she?
She's
I-
an elf. But it's like, as far as records go of who survived, D-Day, F-Day, I don't know what it. I'm gonna have to come up with a day for the point of impact, I guess. Terror Day,
A Day of the Storm?
Day of the Storm.
Yeah.
Hard to say who out of where.
I'm sorry, I thought we had known that she made it too. My bad.
Did we know that?
I mean,
I don't remember.
certain people knew that. I don't know if we know that.
I think
I
my
thought she
wires
was
got crossed at
dead.
that point. Now, I got really excited because it got brought up that she's still alive. I don't know if that was
she was
me knowing
dead.
it or Yostra.
She was alive after the storm because at the very end of the session 4 of Moonfall, she was still alive.
Oh, the book's written by her and it is written past the storm, so we know she lived past the storm.
Yeah, but you don't know if she's still alive today.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, so
I
you
just
know she
assumed her dead.
survived the storm, but you don't know if she's still alive. I guess is the better way to phrase that.
She was an elf, correct?
Yes.
They have particularly long
chance.
lifespans. So there's a chance she could still be alive. And I'd love to see her one day. If she is still
Really?
there.
I would hope that someone who would survive Moonfall itself would be able to survive the travails and travesties of the post-apocalyptic wasteland. I know my tribe didn't survive it, so immortal or not, you can still be killed. But I hope she's alive. I hope she's made it. To lose such a great mind would be tragic indeed.
I agree. I'm going to get my stuff inside. See if I can find the key for this place. Do we have it? Was it locked? Do we have the key?
I think you guys unlocked the door, but not with a key.
Well,
Well, maybe that could be my first project, making a key.
well, I'll leave you to settle in. I'm glad we came in and checked in on everything, and perhaps we can find a way to get this place up and running again. If you need any help, please do ask. I'm gonna go and check in with the rest of the townspeople and see how things have been progressing in our absence.
Thank you, Shikari.
Of course. Enjoy your books.
Thank you. And he's going to start reading his books.
Shikari, you turn around and you realize Rianne's been in the room with you guys the whole time.
Yeah.
So you saw
As
Rian.
they were talking, Rian investigate this house just to see, like, I don't know, further what happened. Maybe some more clues as to what happened to the blacksmith. I don't know. It's been awkward, them having a full-blown conversation, and Rian doesn't know what to do with her hands, so...
Sure, roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, that is a 22.
I mean, as you're just kind of like fiddling around with different trinkets and tchotchkes on the shelf, you pull one of them and hear a clunk underneath the bookcase, and out falls like another one of those masterwork looking daggers that he's made before. Effectively a +1 dagger.
Oh, cool.
It looked to be in a spot nearby his cash register, so it would be a quick thing to grab in case somebody were having difficulties. Be here by the front
Rian's
door.
gonna... Oh, well, then that would be stealing. Rian will put it on the countertop. Anything else? Like
That's
a
odd.
secret passageway? Maybe like some goblin script?
Nothing quite like a secret passageway, but the great number of the contents from Chapter 6, page 223 of Adventuring Gear can be found within this space.
Cool.
There's no goblin blood spelling out the blacksmith attacked first.
No.
Okay.
Rosebud, but that probably doesn't mean anything.
No, it never did.
Nah, it doesn't. Yeah, who cares? Well, I got nothing, and, they're done with their conversation, so...
All right.
I've been here the whole time. I waved at you several times.
Back across at the tavern space, it's a little bit of a livelier atmosphere back over at the Tipsy Tankard, I believe. With barred and stone hands, as each member of the party steps in, doing Crow and Io and Sinica and Bantu walking into the front door, there is a beer that's poured for each of you on the house on behalf of Barden as the first offering of a thanks for bringing a number of smiles back into this town, as it's made for people to want to celebrate a bit more, which is certainly helping him out.
Aw.
He says that
Oh, I suppose I can drink one drink before I go take a bath.
He's got 2 rooms in the back that he can offer up for the party for free of charge, but unfortunately the rest are going to be occupied. But you're welcome to help yourselves to those 2.
Mukhtar, everybody! And Bantu holds his drink up for a cheers.
Woohoo!
Tar!
Cheers.
Hold up her glass. And then slowly sip on it. Like a proper lady.
Bantu will drink all of his all at once.
Wonderful. And there's already a second one waiting for you before you slam that first one down.
Say, Barden, who does the leather working in town?
I mean, most of it was done by Clifton for a while there. On occasion, whenever he's not going out and about on some of his rounds, Griffin has been known to throw a hand or 2 in. Some of the local tanners. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, we found some pretty, I don't know. The Gobos had some interesting hide armor scraps, but they're kind of, messed up from battle. And I need some help with repairing into some proper leather armor.
Have y'all met Jasper? He's pretty gifted when it comes to leather armor. He might be able to make something awful nice with those bits.
I need him out scouting. He's got to be so busy right now. I'll take a shot at it. Or I could ask around. I probably should ask around. That's probably a smarter thing to do.
Forget what the head guard's name
Oh.
I'm gonna go look for him.
So Eo and Crow, are you guys going back to the room immediately or hanging out in the tavern for a bit?
We'll hang out in the tavern for a little bit now that I have a beer. I don't want to be rude.
How about Seneca? What's she up to?
Who turns down free drinks?
Exactly.
Seneca is enjoying her drink, but she's kind of off, like leaning against a wall and just kind of surveying everything. She's kind of in a position where she can see the bar, but she can also see the door.
Keeping advantage on everybody.
Yep.
Bantu will play his lute and sing songs. In between. Performance. Sure. 27.
Like, you start to draw a crowd from outside of the tavern. It's starting to be a bit more lively in here. It's filling up. It's getting harder to find any open seats.
Crow, Eo, what songs do you know from your homeland?
Oh, EO will be able to help you with that. I can't think of a single freaking song name right now.
Well, one that my wife always liked was it was called "Don't Stop Believing."
How do I play it?
Oh, I was never very good with music. It was an interesting story about a girl and a boy growing up in a city and falling in love together.
How does it start? I might know this one.
It starts just it was a small town girl living in a lonely world.
She took the midnight carriage going anywhere.
Right, yeah, that one. That's the one.
Just a city boy, born and raised in West Vale. See, you can always customize. You took the midnight carriage going anywhere.
At the end of the song, everybody is joining in on the chorus. With a 27, absolutely. The taverns become a rowdy sing-along.
Yay!
It's a proper bar, at least for today.
Anything else you guys are hoping to accomplish inside of the tavern?
That I can think of, other than merry drink.
Wonderful. Shikari, you were going to make your way looking for Clifton, the head guardsman?
Indeed.
You find him out not by the front gate of the town, but nearby on one of the watchtowers overlooking a different chunk outside of the city.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to him. Mr. Clifton, it's good to see you.
Hi, Shikari. Good to see that you guys made it all back.
Indeed.
Heard that everybody was recovered.
All the hostages? I think you can probably, if you listen carefully, hear the singing from the tavern from here.
I was beginning to wonder what all that ruckus was about. I suppose there's no need to shut it down quite yet.
Oh no, I think everybody needs this, and Bantu's a very good vocalist, so he's probably got everybody on their feet. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of talk about what's been going on since we've been gone. Let you know what the goblins were doing and saying inside where we found the prisoners So what we know is they'd holed up in a cave, and she's going to kind of describe to him where it was and hope that
It's
he
like filling
understands.
him in on the details that you guys went through.
And she's going to particularly mention to him, the goblins did say that, for one thing, they called for backup, and it seemed readily available. I don't know if it came maybe from the front of the cave, and they just circumvented the cave in and came around the back, or if there was another camp nearby. But we also heard from the prisoners that the goblins were particularly interested in the defenses of the town, and we overheard them talking. They seemed to know about us, particularly me and my friends. So it seems a bit like they're a little bit aware now that this town is not quite an easy target, so it could be the next time might be a little bit more of a fight than it was even this time.
Sounds like all the goblin camps are talking about it.
It does seem that they are communicating, and it would be splendid if we could perhaps even start intercepting some of those messengers. With the patrols. I don't know if that's part of their edict or if they're told to steer clear of any goblins they do see, but
I'll get the word out to some of our scouts as soon as I can to keep an eye out for any messengers going from cluster to cluster.
yes, and it's particularly important to keep themselves safe, and if they feel they cannot, if they're going to get caught for themselves, not to engage. It's very important to only go after messengers on their own in ideal circumstances. Yes, because we don't want to be running out and having to rescue everybody and then not be here when the attack comes, because that could actually be a very good tactic on their part.
Certainly not. I don't suppose you know what your next move's going to be.
I honestly don't know. I think right now we all need to take a breath, figure out how our character sheets are supposed to look with our new level, and I think what we might start weighing and discussing is perhaps a raid on the goblin camp, but that's not today. It might not even be a discussion for tomorrow. So,
Well, any information you need about the goblin camp, just come to me, and I'd be happy to indulge your curiosities as much as I'm able.
well, what have you found out?
That might have to be a discussion for the next session.
All
We
right.
have 5 minutes left.
All right. Well, that sounds good. And yes, keep me apprised of anything. In fact, if you could perhaps even update with regular reports, that would be fantastic. And then we can all coordinate together.
Right. And Briarios. It's not too terribly long before you make yourself back in through your front entrance. Nice veil, there it is. And Vora and Nalia are both eager to greet you upon your safe return. There's a comforting smell of something that has been brewing up for a few hours over the stovetop, and it seems to be just ready as you walk in. But we might have to save that for next time. This breeze be your being. So, Brienne, after the blacksmiths, where did you want to head? Brienne's also BRBing. Damn!
I was also BRBing. I'm back.
Rachel, bless you.
Can
After
you
the blacksmiths, where would you like to go?
She'll hang out around Iftia. Can I please just give me like one more moment?
Your goal. You do. So there's an elderly halfling that comes drunkenly stumbling up by Bantu as he's on the stage at some point, saying, at some point during the raid, I took out myself. I don't know if you saw it, but I wouldn't consider myself to be a hero. No need to raise your glass in my direction, but I just want to come out myself.
Sorry, I'm back.
Wow, nobody's here. So I could have pressed on for this conversation.
What? Sorry, I went into the other room and got caught up doing something. Yeah, but Amanda was like, they're talking to you. So I'm here. Sorry.
What's
You're
up?
golden.
I got
I just
distracted.
from one
I meant
person to the
Jason.
next, trying to have a conversation with somebody, but everybody was gone that I was cutting to.
I turn off my water faucet.
Nobody listens.
Bantu finishes his song and goes to take a drink break. Who was trying to talk to me?
This old man by the name of Natterjack. He was bragging on about the goblin that he killed during the raid. Wanted to make sure that you saw that it happened, making sure that it definitely happened. He did that all by himself, you know? He wouldn't consider himself a hero, but, you know, if you want to tip your glass in his direction, he understands.
Oh.
How fun to respond.
Yeah,
Heavy sarcasm might be in order.
You know, when I was your age, I used to play the lute myself, you know. It's been a while since I have been upon a stage, but, you know, hearing your sounds, man, it really draws me back to the days of old. What a wonderful sound that you've got going on there. You know, I think with the right kind of an agent, you could really go places, boyo.
Good God.
What's an agent?
I'll just leave all the heavy lifting to me, and I'll make sure that every night that your belly's full and you're sleeping on a nice soft bed. How does that sound?
Terrible.
Aw.
Why would I leave things up to somebody else when I can do them myself?
You just said you don't know what an agent is.
You didn't tell me.
I told you I'm an agent.
Okay, what do you do?
Everything that you need from an agent.
Okay, do you kill more goblins? Because that's what we need help doing the most.
I suppose if I